Like, when is the stream actually going to start broadcasting? It's always so awkward. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Everwake. I see we've got Mikkel Kane. So happy I'll be able to catch another Everwake stream. Let's go. Fingerboard X. Let's go. Isabella. Zeta K. Skibbity, my man. This is going to be epic, dude. I agree, Luke. Hey, now it's broadcasting. Yo, how is everybody doing? We're looking at just about 9 days, a little less than 9 days till I got to give the world over. And I've got a lot of stuff to do. Got a lot of stuff, indeed. Also, first stream since hitting 100K. First bit of anything I've made since 100K. So that was awesome. I'm so happy about that. It's insane. Good morning, man, I just need to say what you're saying, because if I try to say names all stream, it's going to be a long stream. Hey, hello, have fun, my G. Wow, that was the worst anyone's ever done. Hi, congratulations again on my play button. Thank you. I'm supposed to get an email once they basically approve that my channel is at 100K organically, and then I can order it, and that's going to be absolutely amazing. Thanks for the congratulations, guys. Saw my TikTok. Let's go. So what we are going to be doing today is, well, a little update for those who watched the stream last week where I made a creeper farm. I did have to make some minor adjustments to that after the fact, but long story short is it got working and I've made a lot of TNT. That's should be all the TNT we need. If you missed last stream, the plan is that we're going to build a 15 by 15 by 15 giant block of TNT to fulfill Viking's task for me of just ending him. He wants a flashy way to die, and he shall get a flashy way to die. So, in order to do that, my plan is, right, his house is over there in that little blue alcove? Alcove would be the word. When he wakes up, one of the first things he's gonna do is walk out that door, and I'm gonna have a tripwire trap that he will fall into a hole and be presented basically with a chest that says, put your items away, hop in the minecart and push the button. And then he will ride a very long, very dramatic tunnel all the way underneath into that mountain range back there. There's going to be stuff like fireworks. There's going to be little quiz questions, like maybe a little dramatic choose your own adventure kind of thing. And the whole time there's going to be a TNT minecart on a rail next to him, just taunting him. When's it going to hit him? Well, it's all a bit of misdirection, because once he gets through the tunnel, he'll be presented with this mountain range, and on the side of that mountain is going to be that 15 by 15 by 15 block of TNT, and he's just going to sit there in horror as the TNT minecart slams into it, blows everything up, and if he somehow survives, then maybe he deserves to live, and I don't deserve the points, because that's insane. So much TNT. Thank you, Polypore. Good morning. This is me and my fiance's new favorite Minecraft series. Thank you so much. We are loving making it. Hi from TikTok. It's 2 a.m. I am so sorry. Oh wow, this chat's moving fast, man. I gotta keep up. Congrats on 200K. Not there yet, but we're getting there. I appreciate the congrats. I was excited when I saw you were live streaming. Dude, I'm excited to be live streaming. What are our plans for the task? I just explained it. Big tunnel, big block of TNT. We already got the TNT. Today we're going to be digging the tunnel. Am I going to be able to do all of this in the time we have? Well, let's hope, because I have just about 9 days left. And those are real days, and I have stuff other than playing Everwake in that time, so yeah, it's going to be tough. It's a good thing we're doing a big, long stream today. Streaming for another shift of mine again. Thank you, sir. Oh, good evening. It is 8:33 in Denmark. That's crazy. Thank you for watching. Best series I've seen in a long time. Thanks for making it. Dude, I'm loving making it, so thanks for watching. First things first, I got that beautiful pickaxe in my last episode. And I'm not about to break it digging a giant tunnel. Particularly since Fortune 3 is not the easiest thing to come by right now. So we are going to put it away. And just because I got a couple people calling me out being like, hey, was that enchantment really good luck? It was really good luck, but just to extra hammer it home. Fortune 2, efficiency 3. Not bad. Not bad. Not as good as I'd want for a project like this, but efficiency 3 will do. We'll probably be back for another pickaxe. Okay. So what I do want as we're digging is ideas. Because I have some general ideas of what I want to do here, but I would also love to hear if anybody has any other cool ideas to spice this up. Because we do have one very annoying little problem to deal with in this whole process. And that's, we haven't been to the nether, so we don't have nether quartz. Which means I can't make repeaters for redstone, which is kind of a huge pain. How long do I plan to stream? A couple hours, probably 3 or 4, depending on how things go. Can't say staunchly one way or the other. Probably be good to have some ladders. I forgot to turn on the music. Let's get the music rolling. Get the vibes up. Music might be a little loud. That feels really loud. Hold on. Oh yeah, that's loud. Maybe even a little bit lower than that. All right. Hey Neon, my husband and I love watching your videos. You're so fun. Thank you so much. I've worked very hard on them, and it's been really, really wonderful. I've been seeing quite a big outpouring of love over the last few days, and it's really means a lot. Should make the track blow up behind him. I mean, I could. It's gonna be a little hard. I think it's gonna be dramatic enough. Literally learn Minecraft stuff from your videos. So what we do need to do is figure out what Y level we need to have him fall down. Oh god. I'd also like to get a rough idea of where this is gonna land. So we're talking... dude. Phantoms, my man. I hate them so much. Oh, but I appreciate the cats. We are at 458. 1458. Okay, let's just get rid of these things. Do I make money? Yeah, I make some money. I do YouTube full time. Ah! Oh, that was so clutch, dude. Did you see that? There's another creeper. Okay. Well, I don't have to balance it out the scales that quickly, man. Oh, come on! We could have waited till morning. That would be boring. Where'd he go? Okay, 1458. After we throw down some dirt. Quick terrain fix. Oh, come on, man. Where are all these creepers coming from? Why don't I make a shield? So I had a shield, and then I tossed it to make room to carry TNT, and then I haven't made a new shield. Yo, here from TikTok. How's it going? It's going really well. We're kind of figuring out the dimensions of a giant tunnel, right? Because we're going to have Viking for his death. He's going to fall down into a pit, ride a minecart track all the way from our home mountain range to this mountain range over here. And then he's going to hit a giant 15 by 15 by 15 block of TNT and explode. So we're figuring out the correct dimensions to make sure he lands kind of where he should. Oops. What did I just do? I don't even know what hotkey that was. Let's see. So 1458. We need to move a bit this direction. How did I get a whole 50 blocks off there? What are we looking at? 58. Okay. So we should be coming out right around here. It's a little more to the side than I intended. That feels a little wrong, to be honest. Did I get that right? I mean, this'll work. This'll work. So let's just get a rough idea. Probably, well, we're kind of good all the way across at this Y elevation. So we need to go down to about 74. Almost gets blown up. It's going very well. You know, you got a point. Found me through UHC Generations. Been loving your content. Thank you so much. I loved UHC Generations. If that's not obvious, it was the inspiration for this series. Really need a cat? Boy, do I. You know what? I am carrying fish around for the next opportunity I get to, like, get a cat. But I'm not going out of my way for it just because I don't know why, to be honest. I just haven't. I am not live on Twitch. I'm only live on YouTube. I'm still trying to figure out how much streaming I'm really going to do. I'm thinking, way Everwake streams have been, at least during my cycles, it would almost be crazy of me not to do at least a weekly stream. It's just been a bomb. It's been a blast. So, yeah, I think I'll probably be doing weekly streams for Everwake. Now, this will probably be the last one for this cycle, but will the VOD be uploaded? So yeah, YouTube automatically keeps VODs when you stream on YouTube. So, I hate phantoms so much. Where'd it go? Might actually leave me alone. If you move, I've noticed if you move really far away from where the phantoms spawn, they'll for some reason decide they want to path all the way back close to where they spawn and then just get out of aggro distance. But yes, the VOD will automatically be uploaded to YouTube. It automatically saves them. Just watched all of UHCG. That's wild, dude. Like all of it? My series or everybody's series? Because you should watch everybody's series if you haven't. It really adds a lot. You could put harmful mobs on each side. Make it spooky. Maybe. Maybe. That sounds like it would be a little hard to do because I would need name tags. And name tags are pretty hard to access. But if we get lucky with maybe a wandering trader or something, that'd be fun. Let's see. Really need a cat. Yeah. Cats are very helpful. All I had to do was hide and the phantoms would be gone. Okay. We are going down to 74. How high are we? Oh, wow. We're going to need a lot more ladders than that. Petition to remove phantoms. Dude, I'm right there with you. I'm so glad they are at least a game rule because boy howdy were they one of the worst additions to Minecraft. Actually, speaking of additions, I'm really not so sure about with Minecraft. What do you guys think of the locator bar that's been announced? So I don't know if everybody's keeping up, but there's a new bar that will go like over the experience bar. If you're playing in multiplayer, it gives you like a nav point waypoint, like it's a compass that you can use to find other players in your world. It is at least a game rule, so it can be turned off, but it is on by default in the newest update. And I don't know, man. You can be taken off of it with invisibility potions and such, but that's nowhere near enough. Okay. I feel like there's a lot of different game modes it's gonna mess up and such. Like, I mean, basically think of like everything, if everything had a manhunt compass. Like, it's just kind of, I don't know. There's too many times where you'd want to do something like go to a secret base, secret chest or something. It just makes it really easy to track people. See, I'm so bad at multitasking. Look at me trying to craft wood plank fences. Yeah, I don't think it should be on by default. I think its one saving grace is that it can be turned off with the game rule. Like the mechanic is really good in general. Like, there's a lot of just basic gameplay scenarios where I love its existence, but just it feels so ham-fisted to just have that on. Like, it's such a big shakeup to some multiplayer dynamics that I'm just not sure I love it. It feels like if it was going to exist, it should have existed way long ago. But as it stands right now, there's a lot of like community norms that it kind of messes with. Yeah, it seems like a lot of people. Well, but the thing is, Robin, like all it does by default, to my understanding, there was some new stuff for it yesterday. All it does is let you track other players. You can't, without commands, like set up a waypoint for you to just like find your home or something, which feels like another missed opportunity. Like if you're gonna have that, you should be able to put other waypoints on it. I don't know. It feels missing. When's the next episode coming out? Around 2 weeks. Take that with a grain of salt. We're filming the next episode in part right now. Oh, and guys, remind me to turn on flashback once we get down because I want to get a good time lapse of me digging this tunnel. Hopefully we can dig the whole tunnel today, but that is a tall order. I actually don't think I have enough fences for this. Yeah, because we got to go really far down. Let me think. How am I doing this? Yeah. Let's double wide it, and then we can just figure it out. I'm not gonna sit here trying to math out ladders. I feel like Minecraft is getting far from the vanilla experience. I do and I don't. I think it's really hard at this point with Minecraft to add things that feel vanilla. Like anything new is different than what Minecraft has been. So it's always gonna feel different. But there's been some really wild choices recently and I like them, but they're just weird. They're just weird choices. Fences is holding a ladder. I don't get what you're saying. Will Viking watch your episode after he finished recording? Yes. So, in general, we're allowed to watch each other's video, but there is like a little bit of like leniency, like situational stuff. So like I put out an episode quickly because we had a really successful launch. But normally it would have gone up like the day after Viking gets the world back. So in this particular case, yes, he's just avoiding spoilers, but he usually there's not going to be restrictions, I don't think, about when we can watch it. We're getting close. 76, what did I say? 74? There we go. Hi, Creeper. How do you feel about Minecraft adding the deep dark? I love the deep dark. I wish they would hurry up and add a dimension for it. I like that they're expanding on world building, if that makes sense. We didn't know about Soul Sand Bones, where the Soul Sand Bones were from, and it's really cool to learn that it's from ancient gas. Is it? That's an interesting thing. I just kind of assumed that maybe the baby gas were like using them as shelter. Can I turn the music off? No, but I will turn it down a little because it's a little loud for me. There we go. You're playing Minecraft right now. I mean, it's a good time to do it. Let's see. Yeah, lots of people generally feeling similar that I do about the locator bar, which, I mean, again, I don't dislike it in concept. I just think it needs a few small tweaks to make it so it's not awful. My personal opinion is that there should be a straight up menu option to toggle your visibility on it. I don't think it should be locked behind snaking or visibility potions or anything. I think if you want to be known, like if you want people to know where you're at, then it should be that easy. And if you do not want them to know where you're at, it should also be that easy. Hello, Fleejo? I don't know how to say your name. Fog, I just got a new account. after your last account got stolen. Why does the Nether have so much fog? Dude, you're asking the wrong person because I don't get it either. Do I have any job? I am a full-time content creator. Streaming is not something I do very regularly, but I'm trying to do more of it. Yeah, that's what we're doing today. Giant thing of TNT. Although we're at least working towards that. I don't know if we'll get to the actual block today. Today we're digging a huge tunnel. I came here to make more ladders, and I doubt I have enough wood to make the amount I need. Doggone it. Yeah, that's not gonna be enough. Got at least a little bit more oak. Is there any other wood? Use acacia. Would love to watch more of my streams. Thank you. Streaming is a really hard thing for me. I'm not a good multitasker. I need tasks like this where I'm just mindlessly digging for a long time, or doing something relatively simple where I don't have to try to use my brain for two things at once. Fancy TNT death. Oh, very, very fancy TNT death. Yeah. All right. I'm talking a lot and we're moving slow and we got way too big of a tunnel to dig for me to meander around as bad as I did in the last stream. Hopefully once we're like really digging and just kind of moving in a straight line with a pickaxe, like I can just move my mouse and just talk with chat a lot easier. But let's get to that point before I'm like really focused in on chat. Hey, just wanted to say this timed Minecraft concept is amazing. Speaks to my ADHD. It speaks to my ADHD too. I appreciate it. It's really nice to have a project. Like this project is designed to be kind of like a dream, like the perfect project for a creator because I have a successful series that I get to just sit around and play Minecraft, but also I can work on other things because I get a whole month off every other month. Can I put this on the right wall, please? What is happening? Why is that doing that? Oh, it's the path. Interesting. I did not know that. Meandering is half the fun. Yep, I feel you. Torches? We'll need torches. I mean, I got a lot of coal. Let's put like 8 away, and I need wood. Do I have any grown trees? A couple. But yeah, that's the biggest reason I haven't done consistent streaming is just doing a lot of normal playing is really tough for me. But I want to get better at it because streaming is a lot of fun and there's a lot of value in it. Hello from South Africa, dude. Welcome aboard. Thanks for popping in. Got people far and wide. All right. So let's just dig the basic tunnel. And then we can work on like fleshing it out and really figuring out what we're doing for the details. You know, we're gonna have to get a bit creative because we don't have repeaters, which means we can't just like time things cinematically. I can't get nether quartz because we are not in the nether yet. So it's all gonna be like interactive stuff pretty much. Gonna lurk until my afternoon meeting. Great series and have fun tunneling. Thank you very much. Here, let's offhand that. How do you place things with your offhand? Hello from Saudi Arabia. Tristan, bundles are in fact finally in the end or in the default game. Yes. Yeah. I love bundles. They're fantastic. I know a lot of people are disappointed because man, we want backpacks and better inventory storage. But you know what? For where bundles are in the game, I think they're really good. I think it'd be really good if we could get some better storage options. Shulkers are solid, but the fact that they're kind of a huge pain to get for like the first several hours of playing is not great. Hello from Australia. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need new armor soon. I'm kind of just holding off. But I've got plenty of diamonds. The levels is the big thing. But I have a, I mean, I got good mob farm, but it does require AFKing for a good while, so I just haven't had time yet. Too busy AFKing at the creeper farm. Thank you for saying turn on flashback. You guys rock. Okay, how far did we get? A little far. Not too bad. Oh my goodness. See, that's another reason I don't stream too much, because I can't remember to do normal video making tasks while also talking to chat. You guys rock for reminding me for that. You just very much saved a part of the video. Thank you. Where am I from? Southern US. This is a really awkward time to check, but I do just want to like triple check that I'm digging the right direction. Imagine if I just started digging the wrong direction. Right. Okay, that's Viking's roof torch, right? I wish I had my... I need to install the zoom. I don't remember what mod does it for fabric, but what basically gives you the Optifine zoom button. I need that so bad. Yes, we are digging the correct direction. Yes. Okay. I hope you stay cool in the coming months. I mean, I hope I stay cool too. Do you mean like physically temperature cool or like cool person? Am I recording the new video? In part, yeah. I mean, probably no like direct clips of the stream will be, maybe a little bit, but like it's more the time lapse I'm doing. Oh, hello, we're gonna intersect a cave. Ooh, dripstone. This is good to know about because there's been a couple times where I'd like to have some dripstone. It has not made itself available up until now. We have 225 people in the stream. I think is that bigger than last time? That's nuts. It's at least close. I don't think Iris gives you zoom, right? Controls, keybinds. Cinematic camera. Huh. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything for it. I don't think it exists. Okay. How much time do I have? A couple hours? We'll be here at least, probably at least 3 hours. Depends on how long my brain holds up. Dude, I've been so busy the last month, it's unreal. I mean, I'm always busy. Every time I'm like, oh, I've been so busy, but thankfully things are gonna calm down. Usually they actually get busier. Oh, this actually connects to the surface too. Let's get rid of you. Bye. Don't come back. Good chill stream to have on in the background while working. I mean, in a lot of ways, that's what I'm doing myself. I'm just like working in the background while streaming, I guess. I have 19 days. I have 9 days. Less than 9 days now. Yeah, so we're in a little bit of a rush. Not too bad. I mean, I think realistically this is a couple days of work. Probably like 2 or 3. If I'm lucky, I can finish this in like by the end of the week. But I have till next Wednesday. Have I watched the Minecraft movie? Oh boy, have I watched the Minecraft movie. Yeah, I'll just say the same thing I said about it for months before it even came out. It's terrible. I can't wait to see it. Like, it's exactly that. It's a terrible movie, but it's an awesome hour-and-a-half long Minecraft meme, basically. And I don't even mean for like the kind of annoying memes that have really come of it. Like, ooh, chicken jockey. Can you just kill me if I have to hear that one more time? But generally speaking, Yeah. It's a really goofy movie, and as long as you're not expecting a good movie, it's a great time. Are we building the TNT trap? We're working on it. We're digging the tunnel that the minecart, his minecart journey is gonna go through. But we do have all the TNT. Yeah, you need to give the movie a watch. It's definitely worth it. You love Minecraft, you'll love the movie. Not for the sake of movie, but for the sake of Minecraft. So question, is it a month? It is a real life month, real days. So I got the world on like April 1st or April 2nd, and I'm giving him the world back on May 1st. See ya, Ted. You don't have to reference the meme. Don't be my 13th reason. Minecraft movie makes me feel cringe. Dude, the only thing that, like, people do what they do. Tristan, thanks for the dono. That rocks. You're the man. I really appreciate that. The movie itself is a kid's movie. Like, generally speaking, it's a kid's movie. And you can't fault it for that. What I truly find cringe is all the cinema trashing and such. Like, that's an embarrassing time to be a Minecraft fan. It's like, ooh, what are you guys doing? Like, this is block game. We don't need to trash cinemas. That's crazy that is even something that needs to be explained. My favorite movie / series. Why am I not getting this right? Okay, let's. Because I'm on a server and latency and also bad at it. Lava. What about lava? I didn't see any lava. Here's to hoping Vikings PC. Well, it's hosted on the server, so it's because this is all hosted on a 24/7 server. That's how the clock is able to keep running. Yeah, I kind of partially expect the server to crash. I'm not gonna lie, but as long as he gets some functional replay footage out of it, it'll work. I'll definitely make a world backup just in case we need to, like, in post after the fact, like, re-record the explosion itself just for cinematic views. Not like, obviously not like change his reaction or anything, just to get a footage of that actual explosion. Thank you. Cinema trashing is exactly why I won't see the movie in theater. Yeah, no, that's a given. It's people who are doing that are insane. It's either older teenagers who really do know better and are just being terrible, or it's little kids who have not had their parents being responsible. Steve's Lava Chicken song is stuck in my head. Saw the promo on TikTok. So the TNT, what we're working on right now, this tunnel connects to a trapdoor that will be right under Viking's front door. And then he's gonna ride a minecart through this tunnel with a TNT minecart right next to him, taunting him on the trail. Like, ooh, when's the TNT minecart gonna hit him? And then eventually this tunnel leads out into a little ravine that will face a mountainside, and in that mountain is a 15 by 15 by 15 block of TNT. And he's gonna sit there in horror as that TNT minecart just rips into that block, blows everything to Kingdom Come, leaves a Death Star sized crater. And if he somehow survives that, then maybe I deserve to fail the task this is for. Like, insane. Am I just going to make the TNT tunnel thing in this episode? For the most part, yeah, because I mean, this is basically turning into a 2-week project. I do, if there is time, I want to do a little thing to commemorate 100K, because it was this series that, after 13 years of trying, finally has gotten my YouTube channel to 100,000 followers, 100,000 subscribers. And that to me is very much worth commemorating. It's taken this long, and the thing that did it should be honored. Diabolical. I'm so excited to see it happen. Dude, thank you so much. Could you also make a lava fall that gets dried before? he falls through it, so he gets another fake death. I don't know how I'd get him through it is the problem. Like, maybe he'd see the lava, and then it gets, like, solidified by a waterfall. But then I don't have repeaters. I mean, it can be done. Be tough. Why does my Minecraft skin have hair? Because I made my Minecraft skin before, when I still had hair. Okay, we've come out the other side. And it is really far to the side. So we're probably going to put the TNT block like right about here. We might trim down some of this landscape. I might have gone a little low, to be honest, somehow. I wish I was about 10 blocks higher up. That's a little bit of a bummer, but no, we can't go to the, well, I mean, we kind of can. We're just trying to take things slow, right? Like, we don't want to be beating the Ender Dragon like next month kind of thing. So, like, I can go to the Nether, but I'm trying to avoid it unless it's desperately necessary. You're gonna play Minecraft while watching the stream? Do it. More people need to play this lovely game. This series is what made me find this channel. Heck yeah, dude. A lot of people found it recently, I think. I mean, I was at 87,000 subscribers, when episode 1 came out, which was like a week and a half ago now. So I've gained over 13,000 subscribers in a week and a half. It's nuts. Absolutely nuts. But I'm extremely grateful for all the new faces, because that's just freaking awesome. That's what makes YouTube fun, is having people actually watching all the stuff you're doing, you're putting so much work into, you know. When do I plan to go to the Nether? I don't know. I think the only thing I have staunchly in my head is not this cycle. Viking decides to do it next cycle, or if next cycle after that, I'd probably, if he hasn't gone by next cycle, then when I come back, I'll probably go to the Nether. Well, the people who found this channel through TikTok due to this, dude, the TikTok, again, this series would have done aight on YouTube. Like, we'd probably be looking at 20, 30,000 views on episode 1 right now. And it's got over double that because TikTok went nuts. Viking's first episode had like 7.5 million views on TikTok. My first episode had over 3 million. It's done numbers on TikTok. Like, even now, hold on. Just simply the announcement for this stream. How many views are we looking at? I had 12 followers on TikTok. I'm a week and a half ago. I have 47,000 right now. And this little teaser, yeah, 5,000 views, and I've been live for 30 minutes. So, like, it's getting numbers, man. It's getting numbers. You can thank Viking for the idea to put it on TikTok. I was the one who came up with the idea for Everwake. Viking was the one who made it popular by saying, hey, let's put this on TikTok. So, so far, very much a team effort to get Everwake to where it is. Series made you get back into Minecraft. Let's go. TikTok algorithm is a mystery to me, man. On YouTube, I've spent many, many years studying and figuring out how this platform works. When I go over to TikTok, I feel like the boomeriest of boomers. Because, like, what the heck's going on over there? And, like, by the way, is TikTok still going to be around in, like, 65 days from now? Who knows, man? I've just decided, hey, you know what? Something's going on over there. I'm going to make the most of it while I can. And it's chill. Need to continue my community UHCG, so have fan everyone. I'm not sure what you're saying there at the end. TikTok is luck-based. Probably is. I think a lot of people have said the same about YouTube, though. Like, and there's some truth to it, but I always compare YouTube to, like, counting cards. Like, yes, it's luck-based, but if you play the game enough and you do things the way that, like, increase your odds, eventually it's gonna happen. Like, it becomes statistically improbable that it will not happen after a while. When do you think the next episode will release? 2-ish weeks. Take that with a grain of salt. Amusingly, it's me who watches Minecraft movies, but it was my wife who found you on TikTok and wanted to watch it. Well, tell your wife thank you, because I'm grateful for each and every person who's invested in it. It's an awesome feeling. I watch Everwake whenever I eat. You're just rewatching it? Are you like that goated? Because that's awesome. Teaser brought me to the live. Yeah, dude. I'd put out a teaser for the last stream. I would wager that at least half the people here are probably because of those streams. Like, these last 2 streams have been my most viewed streams ever. So it's and they're also the only 2 streams I've ever put a teaser out on TikTok for. So I'd feel pretty confident saying that's why. How many blocks is this tunnel? Well, we've already dug out to the end. I want to say it's in the ballpark of 500 blocks. So it's not a small tunnel. It's not that crazy. The main thing is it's got to be kind of tall and kind of wide. So we have to dig 500 blocks like a good few times and then actually fill it out and everything. How well did the farm do? The farm did excellent. We have all the TNT we need and like probably 2 extra double chests of gunpowder. So we have produced well more than enough. Yeah. Did have a couple kinks I had to work out. Like the biggest one, there were some blocks I needed to put buttons on. And the farm wasn't exploding, but mobs were spawning and killing the golems. So the snow golems. So I had to fix that. But after that, pretty much just AFK. And then I AFK'd for like 3 or 4 days straight. And had lots and lots and lots of gunpowder when we were done. I do actually want to keep some of this cobblestone because we're a little bit low. Yeah, pickaxe durability, I'm not too worried about it. We don't have mending, so it's going to be burning through like El Cheapo pickaxes. Thankfully, we've got the diamonds to afford it. If given the chance, would you stream another event like the tournament you streamed? What tournament? Oh, like Block Wars, or I did MCC as well. MCC Rising. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, it's hard to say what I feel good about streaming and what I don't. But I guess it's either something simple like this where I could just kind of chill and hang out, or it's a limited run event, preferably with other people, is the type of stuff I like enjoy streaming. Yeah, let's see. What? So pick his durability. I hope I get famous, dude. I hope I get famous too. I'm already feeling a little famous. 100,000 subscribers. Look at me. I'm kind of a big deal. Yes, you are indeed goated, Shiru. How many block? Okay. I'm just ending up rereading messages. She seems amused. I'm forcing her to read the lore for my builds in our server, though, so she's a bit distracted. I can't explain why Everwake is so fun. Perhaps it has to do with the mixture of all the chill and chaos with the friendship of both yours and Vikings. Keep it going, Neon. I would hope that Everwake has been off to a good start, at least on my end, because I've taken a lot of lessons I learned from UHCG and I get to reapply it here. Bougie boy, welcome, my man. Good seeing you, dude. Long time no talk. Are you only streaming on YouTube? Also, just YouTube. Oh, I love you, man. It sucks that you post like once every week. I've been dying for Everwake. Man, it's hard to make video. I genuinely do not understand how people post more regularly than that. I mean, I guess people get editors and such. I'm not quite in a spot where I could get an editor, but yeah, some people blow me away with their upload cadence. Just put away some of this coal because it's a lot of coal. How much do we have in there? Yeah. Just put that in there for now. I ain't gonna worry about smelling that. Beat the Ender Dragon for the first time yesterday. Round of applause for Mimi. That's awesome. That's a rite of passage right there. I am bald. Your point? Do I have a girlfriend? I have a wife. Lord, I have a wife, and she is a wonderful woman. Similar to Hermitcraft, you two seem to be chill. I love Hermitcraft, so I take that as a massive compliment. People are also not doing a series where they are away from the project. People are also not doing a series where they are away from the project for a whole month, so it's easier for them to get content to edit and upload. I'm not sure. Reading comprehension not working too well. I don't get it. I love my baldness, dude. Thank you. I love my baldness too. I'd love to be an MCC again. Rising is kind of a special event. So, I mean, you don't just like get to choose to be an MCC, like they invite you. An MCC Rising specifically is like up and coming creators. And they do it like once a year, and they try to get whole new people each time. So they can, you know, basically promote new waves of creators. It's like a good deed, raise everybody up kind of thing. But when it comes to actual MCC, I've never been invited to that. Maybe one day. I'd absolutely love to do it again. I still got my Red Rabbits jersey. Skipped school for that. Well, don't do that. Don't do that. You see my reading comprehension? That's what happens if you skip school. Love my TikTok videos, and now I find it on YouTube. Welcome aboard. Is the tunnel not 1 block wide? It is currently 1 block right now, but I am trying to probably round about 5 blocks wide across the whole thing. I'd also like to go probably 1 more block high, so it doesn't feel, it feels more like a tunnel and less like a mine shaft, if that makes sense, I guess. Wait, what, Marcus? To upload more than once a week, you're going to do a project that takes months at a time. Hard to upload more than once a week when you're doing a project that takes months at a time. Yes. Yeah. Well, and dude, we've gotten a lot of people being like, a month is too much time. I think people underestimate when you are also your own editor and such, like you are making everything, a month flies by. So like to get genuinely high quality content out where I'm not just like, hey guys, I did this tiny little thing today. Cool. That was the episode. Bye. And by the way, did you enjoy watching all the weird little nothing details? Like, to actually get something that like tells the story in a good pace and is fun to watch, you need a bare minimum of a week. Really more like 2 weeks for each video. So if we're trying to even just do 2 episodes a month each, you're talking like a pretty good grind to get that done. Time does fly so quickly. You are not wrong. The older you get, the faster it moves, man. Like, you told me a month at 16 years old, I would have been like, okay, that's nothing. Like, yeah, that's too long. But at 27, I'm like, well, a month is like, a month feels now like what a week felt like at 16, pretty much. Durability, yeah, it's no mending, so we're just burning through pickaxes. Thankfully, we got the diamonds to do it. Good looking out, though. And yeah, time to go get a new pickaxe. La-di-da. Only because you might be my new favorite MC YouTuber, and I truly thought I had grown out of it. Yeah, dude, that's the fight I'm trying to win, man. Because a lot of the problem is there's so many MC creators, and 2/3, 3/4 of them at this point focus on people like 13 and younger. And some of them are just making stuff I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy, man. There's some weird YouTube videos out there. So people think, oh, Minecraft content is all for kids. Like every time I tell somebody in real life, oh yeah, I make Minecraft videos, They're like, oh yeah, my kids play Minecraft. Oh yeah, my kids watch Minecraft videos. But if you look at my YouTube demographics, 25, like 70% of them are 25 to 35 years old. So I've got an older audience, and that's what I want, right? Because I've been playing this game since I was a kid, and I know there's a heck of a lot of people that are still watching and playing Minecraft at that age. They say the majority demographic for Minecraft is still 25 and up, like 20 to 30 years old. So those are the people I'm happy to be for all ages, and but those are the people I want most. Sorry, any kids watching, but that is the truth of it. Okay, 3 diamonds. I'm missing a diamond. Do I... do I do that? Yeah, let's do that. How much is that going to cost to fix? Ah! $5. It's gonna cost a lot of diamonds. Diamonds aren't the worry. I can get more diamonds without too much work because of the huge caves that are under here. And also, again, I've got a good few diamonds. 20 feeling young right now? Dude, 20 is young. You should feel young. I mean, not that 27's old, but even at 27, it feels a lot older than 20. Let's see. Might as well get some more food going just to have it ready. 33 and still addicted to this game. That's what I'm talking about. I guess we can keep the string. Keep that on hand. Just stuff that in a... Okay, and we've got a pickaxe, and we'll let it burn through. I'm not going to repair this a second time, probably, just because there comes a point where it's not worth the levels. Again, I just go to our mobs farm and get more levels, but particularly since we're on stream, I'm not going to really just go sit in AFK. Not when there's things to be done. I'm 45 and watch you with my son, Joseph. That is extremely heartwarming. Thank you. You're the only kid here, Tani. We all have grown, like I said. Time passes so quickly, dude. Agreed. Minecraft is definitely an ageless game. Anybody who thinks they're too old for Minecraft has not actually seen Minecraft, because this is, again, it's more of a platform than a game, really. Feel like Minecraft and Stardew Valley are some of those ageless games. Dude, Stardew Valley is an awesome game. There comes a point every time I play it, I guess, honestly, I guess I do it mostly with Minecraft too, where I get through a lot of the basic tasks and kind of get rolling, and then it loses me in the day-to-day grind. So I get to like maybe halfway through my second year on average, and then I just give up on it. Get bored. But I do love it. It's a very good game. 46. And I've been playing Minecraft since 2011. That's when I started playing. People who talk about child stuff are silly. Right? Right? Wait, what did I miss? We are digging a big tunnel. It's going to be a minecart path for Viking. He's going to fall into the tunnel immediately after spawning into the world. It's like right outside his front door. And then he'll be getting on a minecart, and there'll be another track right next to him with a TNT minecart, and they're going to be going down this tunnel. Viking's going to be wondering, when's the minecart going to hit me? When's my death? Only for it all to be misdirection, and they get to the end of the tunnel, and there's going to be a giant 15 by 15 by 15 block of TNT right here. And Viking's going to watch with horror as the minecart, the TNT minecart, rolls right up to it, blows the whole thing up, and if he survives, he deserves to live, because that's a huge explosion. Am I digging the right side? I think I am. It doesn't matter too much. This should be still right. Minecraft and Stardew Valley are games that are just much better with friends. I've never gotten to play Stardew Valley multiplayer, which is crazy because my wife loves Stardew Valley, but because it's not split screen, it's kind of always been a pain to get into. I would love it if they added split screen for that game. It's like, feels like it could be so easily adapted to that. Born in 2011. I've been playing Minecraft since you were born. Wrong side? Is it the wrong side? Am I doing this wrong? Or are you baiting me? Wait, so Viking is going to risk losing his whole month? No, it's not hardcore. If he dies, it doesn't end him. And also, he should put his stuff away. Like, I'm going to put a chest and be like, put your stuff away and then get in the minecart. So I don't want him losing his stuff. Thoughts on Rocket League? Apart from Minecraft, it's the game I have the most hours in. I have a lot of practice with with Rocket League. Yeah. That's kind of one of my games, man. I don't know what it is. Like, for a very long time, I was very much, ew, Rocket League, car soccer, and I still get that mentality because it's kind of a guilty pleasure. Community can be very toxic. The game sucks until you're good at it. But once you get there, maybe it's sunk cost fallacy. I don't know, but it's just a lot of fun. I need to know if there's split screen on console. I've never seen split screen in Stardew Valley. I need it. Dope. What's my rank? In solo, usually I get up to something like Plat 3. I'm more of a 2s player, and I really almost never play 3s. But in 2s, I've peaked at Diamond 3. Usually more like Diamond 1. Diamond 2 on a good day. Ever considered Everwake with teams? Something we've thought about, something I cannot say whether will actually ever happen because it's kind of a lot to organize, but there's definitely, unquestionably, a ton of merit in the idea. So it's something that, safe to say, we are not against. It's just a matter of actually doing it. Hey, this is your first stream. Welcome aboard. I don't stream very often, so it's not even like you're not missing out on much. You're kind of on ground zero with it. Floor zero? Ground zero has a different meaning. Ay. For real, everyone here is bigger than 16 or 20 years old. It's awesome, right? I'm gonna see if you know what? I'll see if I can show you my YouTube demographics really quick. There's my age distribution. Let me see if I can. I'm doing this the most boomer way possible. So that's how things generally lay out for me as far as my viewership. Now, there's some inaccuracy to that, mostly because a lot of people lie about their age when they make an account. But still, it's a good general idea. Hey Josh, remember when I wanted to collab with you for a Bed Wars event? I finally found people you need. That's awesome. Congrats, Fairbear. Very happy for you. Yeah, to be honest, I think this might be my first stream as well. Don't normally watch them. Streaming, I don't even normally watch streams very often. Like, I'm usually more of an audiobook kind of guy. If I'm doing a project like this and I'm not streaming, it's probably because I'm listening to an audiobook. But people have been so hungry for this series. I was like, I'd be remiss not to do some streams. Want to know who the 65 plus people are? My guess is grandchildren watching on their grandparents' phones from their grandparents' accounts. I'm sure there's a few, don't get me wrong. I'm sure there's some older folks, and I respect you for watching that. But I can't believe there's that many. Do I also play Minecraft with my wife? I have played Minecraft with my wife. I don't play Minecraft with my wife very often, though. She works a different job. She's gone a lot of time. Doesn't end up playing a lot of video games. Games we do tend to play together. If we can't find a good split screen game, like, oh, goodness me, we loved Split Fiction and It Takes Two. Oh, I thought I was going higher on this. Yeah, loved those games. But other than that, lots of puzzle games. Like, probably one of my all-time favorite games in general, but certainly my favorite of puzzle game genre, Outer Wilds. And I talked about this last stream, so I won't go on about Outer Wilds too much. But you need to play it. You just gotta play it. It's not for everybody, but for the people who do love it, they're gonna love it. Give me 1 sec. My dog is barking. I want to make sure it's nothing important. We back. Sorry about that. Somebody asking to mow my lawn. We went out of town over the weekend and the grass grew and it rained a lot, so the grass grew more. And now it's raining on and off today, so I can't mow, and it's going to be doing that for the next couple days, so my yard's getting a little bit out of hand, and that is the fun of owning a house. That's the thing that people forget the most about having a house, is how much lawn maintenance just sucks. What kind of dog I have a street dog, man. We literally found this dude. We moved into our house, found this dude in the street, almost ran him over with our car, and went, well, that's not okay. Came back with some food because he was a bit feral at the time, and he had wandered into somebody's yard, and they were watching him, and they're like, yeah, he's been roaming around here for a couple months now. He's always very hungry, but he's very skittish. So we had some bacon and some cheese, and we won him over. Eventually earned his trust, but we had just moved in and our house was not ready to have a dog. So the people whose property was on actually were amazing. They took the dog in for a while, put like $400 worth of vet bills and vaccines and such into him. Got him a nice cage and all sorts of stuff. And then when we were ready, they were just like, here, just have him. Don't need any reimbursement or anything. Just have the dog, take good care of him. Very good people. Unfortunately, he had an emergency vet visit yesterday. He's getting not old at all, but he's starting to get a little bit older, and he has a slipped disc. So he is, poor dog is under vet advised prison time in his cage for a long time. He's spending extra time in his cage to have mandatory rest, so he doesn't end up with long-term chronic pain. Still possible, but can happen. He's a very loving dog. He's been hard to train because he was already like 2. So he's got a few problems. Sometimes he has to wear like a belly band, which is essentially a doggy diaper, because he gets so into like marking his territory. There's no dissuading him. So sometimes it's just like, you gotta wear a diaper. If you're gonna try to pee pee in the house, you're gonna wear a diaper. but for every bit of pain he's also been a very good boy, and I'm very, very lucky to have him. My son wonders if you would also stream on Twitch. If I start doing streaming truly regularly, I probably will start a Twitch as well, yes. It's been a matter, like, YouTube's very much been, like, streaming in general has been something I just kind of do. But with the way streams have been the last couple times, I might want to take it a little more seriously and, like, get organized with it. So, we'll see. This will, again, probably be my last stream till next Everwake cycle, but I'll probably come back to next cycle with a bit more of a plan and a bit more organized. We'll see. Might be streaming on some other platforms. I don't know what I'm doing just yet, so I don't want to make any promises, but yeah. Vet advised prison time. Yeah, because the poor guy, he does not want to be in the cage, and it makes me feel terrible just having my dog sitting in the cage probably 16 out of 24 hours. Maybe even a little bit more than that. But, like, I really don't want him being hurt, you know? Like, it's pretty much this, or maybe he has to, like, be put down or something if he's in truly bad chronic pain, so gotta take it seriously. By the way, just curious, where are you guys from? I think you people are probably talking. Neon, can I be your editor? I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not in a spot where I can pay an editor because that's expensive, but B, also, I'm gonna be real picky the day I get an editor, man. Editing is one of my favorite things in general, but particularly it's one of my favorite things of the video making process, and the idea of sharing that is tough. Oh, what did Viking message me? Viking telling me, Viking celebrating how many viewers are here, because by the way, guys, again, we're looking at, we're approaching 300 concurrent viewers. That is nuts. Like, certifiably nuts and insane. Hi to everyone. Thank you for being here. This is awesome. I need a shower, but I don't want to leave. Oh, now that's true dedication. You're just gonna have your phone just running the stream. I'm gonna tell you something. A terrible habit of mine is my shower is like a inlet one, so there's like a lip at the top where it meets the actual wall, and I just like prop my phone up over my shower head, so I can watch it as I'm showering, and it is not the wisest decision, but it's very nice for just like watching stuff. So probably almost certainly not the best on my phone, but if my phone can handle getting like splashed with water every so often, I think it can handle like a little bit of time in the near the shower every so often. Although I've heard shower steam is actually worse for your phone than like actual water, like spilling something on it. I guess because it's a gas, it can get into the nooks and crannies more easily and end up in the actual sensitive bits. My stream skills are getting exponentially better. Well, thank you. Yeah, I guess, you know, one thing I've noticed when I was a kid and like making my first YouTube videos, I would just always be talking during recordings. Like, there's no break, constant talking. To the point where even when I wasn't recording, I started narrating things just out of habit. And then I very much broke that habit and then came back to YouTube. And even now, like when I'm recording a video, generally I won't talk unless it's something I want to be talking about. Because that is not only easier on my brain, it's easier to edit because you can literally just see, like based on the waveform, when I'm talking and when I'm not, so you can just skip through footage. But streaming has that always on approach where you just talk the entire time, and it is making me revisit some old skills I haven't really used since high school. Came from TikTok. I'm from Ecuador, and I really enjoyed the Everwake series. Dude, welcome from Ecuador. That's insane. That's the craziest thing about TikTok, is I've seen so much more of a wide variety of places people are from. which is very neat. Very, very neat. Saw your video on TikTok and I haven't seen something like this, so I decided to sub to both of you guys. Actually, if you want something in a similar vein, different but similar vein, you should check out UHC Generations. I was also part of that, and that is the series that inspired this series. Basically, the way that works is it is an ultra hardcore, so there's no natural health regen. You can only heal with potion effects, like instant health or regeneration. And every time a player dies, they pass the world to a new person. So it has passed through 5 hands currently. I was the 4th one, and Lagundo has it. Where did I find Everwake? I'm not sure what you mean. I made Everwake. Are you talking about like the mods and such, like the data pack for the visuals? I made that. All of it. I made it. I will take that comment. Thank you, Tanny. Tani. I don't know how you say it. My bad. But yeah, everybody subscribe and leave a like while you're at it. And you know what? Ring that bell. So glad Generations is not over yet. Dude, same. I'm really curious because Lagundo said that he has a successor already picked out. Like, he's had him for a long time. But no clue who it is. There's even been a couple little suspicions that me and the other prior gens have, like, discussed. And every so often we've kind of gotten an answer from Legs about who it is. Like, oh no, it's not that person. Or, oh no, it's not that person. So we are just as much in the dark about who's next as you guys are, and we're also very curious. Me too. It's the first time I see this kind of series. Really caught my attention. Well, I hope it lives up to the hype. We're doing our best to make it good. We're still early. What am I doing? I just came. We were digging this huge tunnel. So I don't know if you saw the TikTok, but I have a double chest full of TNT. And the idea is we're going to go... this tunnel connects right under Viking's house. So he'll wake up, walk out the door, trap door, fall into this tunnel, ride some minecarts all the way through here. He'll have a TNT minecart just taunting him on a rail right next to him. He's going to spend the whole time wondering when it's going to hit him. But in the end, he's going to come out here, and there'll be a 15 by 15 by 15 block of TNT right here, and he'll watch in horror as that TNT minecart just slams into it and blows everything, including him up. Do I like dogs or cats more? It's tough, man. If you'd asked me even 5 years ago, I'd be like, dogs, obviously. But I have realized I'm not as much of a pet person as I would like to be, as I think I am, because being responsible for another thing's life is just, frankly, it's a pain. Like, it's lovely, and there's some really nice benefits to having pets, but just having to take care of something and then have unexpected bills for like their health and such. It's tough, man. It's a lot of responsibility, and it's one of those things where I'm like, I don't know if I take enough joy from either cats or dogs for this to be worth it. Maybe I'll just be happy watching the cute videos online. What if I made a TNT launcher in the front? I can't make repeaters, so that's a little bit harder than it would normally be, but I like the way you're thinking. Oh, see that Enderman? What's up, bud? Oh, you mad? You mad? Oh, you're mad! I don't know why I couldn't hear his sounds. Don't break my helmet. Did I get a grass block? Oh, nice. I think that's like 6 I have now, even though I have Silk Touch, so it doesn't really matter. How do I make mods? I don't make mods, I make data packs. They're similar, but they function... like, the end result's very similar, but the process of making them are very different. So it's literally... Minecraft has a built-in special way that you can just make a text document full of commands in a row. And by executing them in a specific order, you can have some really crazy stuff happen. With crazy visuals, you can, like with resource packs, you can create visuals to go alongside. And with enough time and dedication, it ends up essentially just creating whole new features. Okay, I need to light this tunnel up. We're getting to that point. Steam, due to it being more gas than liquid, makes it easier to get into places. It also, as a surprise fact, one of the biggest causes for a fireman to end. Oh, because it like ends up getting in the fire suit and cooking them? Yeah, that makes sense. Lost your dog this weekend. I am so sorry to hear that. Truly, genuinely sorry. I kind of thought with the emergency vet visit, the way my dog was hurting, I thought we were gonna lose him as well, and it was very, very, very scary. So I am deeply sorry that you had to go through that. Why can't I make repeaters? Because we're trying to hold off on going to the Nether. It's just a little early to be going to the Nether. If Viking doesn't go next cycle, I'll probably go the cycle after that. But trying not to jump the gun and go to the Nether too quickly. Like, we want to keep the world pace a little slow. I am strange for the Enderman. Actually, am I strange for the Enderman being one of my favorite mobs? The only thing I don't like about them is the lingering sound when you kill them. Don't like that. I also, while it's neat that they can pick up and move blocks, it does end up really annoying just having them, like, having blocks get strewn across your area if you're spending a lot of time in it. Let's see that we've made it. We've dug this tunnel out effectively 3 times now, like maybe 3.5. And I still want to do another layer on each side and probably remove 1 more block on the top. And then there'll be sections along the way where I'll probably need to dig out stuff for redstone or slight variations in the rail path. Craziness. I can get some repeaters from the deep dark. Now that's big brain. You're thinking with portals now. I don't know how many. Can anybody tell me how many repeaters you can get? Because if it's like 3, cool, but probably not going to be enough to really make a meaningful difference. But if I can get like 10 or something, now we're cooking with grease. 300 concurrent viewers. Nuts. You guys are nuts. Hold on, I'm taking a screenshot. Nuts. You guys are insane. Just sent that to Viking. How long am I going to be streaming? I'll be streaming just a little while. I mean, a couple hours. Probably round about another 2 hours, 2.5, 3. I really can't say. It's going to be probably at least another 1.5, 2 hours, but it could go a little bit longer than that too. So, oh, true. I could get the repeaters to make the TNT cannon. I could do that. What do you think's better? Because I want to have I do like the idea that he's just being taunted by the minecart the whole time, the TNT minecart, only to find out that that's poetically what actually sets off the massive explosion. But would a TNT cannon be more interesting? What do you guys think? If you were watching this, what would you find more interesting? Which, I mean, hopefully you will be watching it, so choose your own adventure. Should make a trapdoor just fall with floating lava pool, you know, where he falls. Well, so I'm literally gonna have like a trap, like a tripwire that opens a piston door right in front of his door, and he will hopefully fall into it, fall a decent bit, and then just land in some water with the start of the minecart rail and a little sign that's like, put your stuff away. Put your stuff away and go for it, man. You asked for this. Like, it's only a trap in the dramatic sense. Like, he volunteered for this, so I would hope he wouldn't, like, fight it too hard. My idea is the best. I'll take it. I'll take it. There will be fireworks. What do you think the odds are the fireworks will set off the TNT minecart? Might have to do some more testing there. I can get 8 to 13 repeaters from the Deep Dark. It's not insignificant. It's really not. I'm a stew on it. I won't be doing it in this stream, probably. But I'll stew on that idea, because that's useful. Thank you for that idea, because I did not think about that at all. Love the taunting for the TNT. Yeah, I think we're going that way. I like the idea. I mean, having access to any significant amount of repeaters might make for some good, useful things for this. So I may end up getting them regardless. But God, also going to the Deep Dark for the 4th Everwake video in a row feels a little ham-fisted. Like, I'm trying to not go to the Deep Dark now because, like, we've been so much. But not like ever again, but just like, you know, have one episode at least where it's not, I don't know. Yo, how's the Everwakening going? Monocode, what's up, my guy? It's going good. We're digging a very massive tunnel that will ultimately lead to Viking eating a 15 by 15 by 15 giant block of TNT to the face. Could you give Viking a choice? 2 doors is one. Maybe? Maybe. I don't want to spoil the surprise though. I want that oh crap moment where he comes out the other side of the mountain and just sees the giant block with no idea what's coming. Like the entire time he's expecting the minecart to blow him up. And then it turns out, well, sort of the minecart blows him up. At what point does it become a running gag? Same, dude. Amari Sachs, we've been digging this tunnel this whole time, pretty much. What type of quest do I have for Viking? Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy? There, in all seriousness, I've got some ideas stewing. I've only got one that I know 100% I am doing. But yeah, I'm gonna keep that a surprise. Am I going to sleep after this big thing in game? Well, so I want to do a little monument thing for 100k subscribers here because Everwake is the series that got me to 100k. Finally, after 13 years of making YouTube videos. So I want to do a little monument for 100k here, just to be like, yep, this is the series that did it. But it also depends on if I'll have time. Like, I'll definitely do it, but it might be next cycle instead of this cycle. But if I can finish this fast enough, then I will make that monument for the next episode. Yo, Minx, what's up? How you doing? We're just digging. Oh yeah, congrats. Thanks, logging company. Your username is hilarious to read. Where did that zombie fall? Okay. The cave bridge special. They drop in from the walls. Thank you, smiley face. But yeah, dude, Everwake's been a huge blast to make so far. Like, honestly, UHCG was so fun that I spent, like, basically since last June, just like, how can I do it again without just making a ripoff? Like, how can I do that? And it took this long for me to find an idea that I felt was similar enough and yet different enough that it would really work. Do I miss Historia? Dude, I miss Historia so much. I miss Historia so much. In fact, there's something I can't talk about just yet that has to do with Historia. But yeah, I miss that cat. That's my cat from UHC Generations, for those who didn't quite catch that. Imagine it only took one TikTok. I mean, it basically did, dude. I'm not kidding when I say I had I had between like 10 and 20 followers on TikTok. I had posted one TikTok before Everwake. Post Everwake episode 1, and then within like 2 days, 40K followers, 3 million views on that TikTok. Everwake episode 2 has 500 million views. I'm now getting close to 50K followers. And I've posted less than 5. I can count on one hand the amount of content I have put on TikTok. It's nuts. It's nuts. Watching a lot of Minecraft, and I have a lot of Technoblade Blade videos pop in my feeds. Dude, Technoblade. I will admit I didn't watch a ton of Technoblade when he was coming out. I was a little old. Like, he's good for all ages, but I was a little old for Dream SMP content, so just wasn't super my thing. But all the vibes I ever got from Techno is that he was a very good guy. And it's very sad and yet inspiring, his story. It's a very, very powerful message. And it's very cool that something like the Minecraft community can have something that meaningful come out of it. Did you start to play Java? Oh, I started on Java, man. I started Minecraft before Bedrock existed. Like, we're talking 2011, 2012. I played Minecraft for the first time before beds were in the game. Before hunger was in the game. It's been a long time. W series, thank you, yo-yo. Yeah, man. These old bones, they creak when I move. So I'm pretty sure my first crafting table is older than some of you. What am I making? I am making a giant tunnel with a minecart rail for Viking's dramatic death, which is a task he gave me. He hasn't died yet in the world, so he wants me to plan a very dramatic death for him. So I'm making a long tunnel, and he'll ride a minecart and eventually get blown up with a 15 by 15 by 15 block of TNT. Over 3,000 TNT. What am I doing? I'm just filling in my hard work. My poor pickaxe didn't deserve that. Oh man, yeah, I did this all wrong. I didn't even fill in the part I needed to fill in. What a waste. It's less of a long tunnel and more of a secret tunnel. Yeah, good joke. Good meme. Good meme. Golf clap for the meme. The quality meme. Oh, geez. Remember roses, dude. What do you mean, poppies? Heart-wrenching. More just because the change is more accurate doesn't mean it's not wrong. What's better, Java or Bedrock? Java. Fight me. What am I playing right now? I'm playing Java. Bedrock has its advantages, don't get me wrong. I used to hate Bedrock for the sake of Bedrock, but Bedrock does have some things that are nice, like generally better frame rates. There's some like built-in quote-unquote modding tools. I don't know if the term is data pack for Bedrocks. I don't think it is, but there's some like built-in custom content tools for Bedrock that are so cool, and I'm very jealous of. But generally speaking, I'll take Java over Bedrock. I hate that the Bedrock marketplace basically killed map making on Java. I miss adventure maps, man. They still exist, don't get me wrong. It's just they are nothing compared to what they used to be. Like there's some really cool ones out there, but the amount is really the thing. Like I mean, there used to be just an endless amount of them, but now finding high quality maps for Java Edition is hard because hello, you can go to Bedrock and you can make money from it. And you sort of can, like I make some money from my data packs, but you got to be really careful in a lot of ways because Mojang, even though they don't have a marketplace on Java, they still get mad if you try to monetize your content, even though you can sell monetized content with them on Bedrock. I don't know, man. You can go on a rant about the marketplace. How much longer until I go to sleep? In Everwake, I go to sleep in just under 9 days. So we're crunch time a little bit. Yo, just started watching you and Viking. Really love y'all's content. You should keep doing it. Not gonna lie, dude. We're gonna keep going, man. As long as people are watching and we're having a good time, we're gonna be doing Everwake. We have no intention of stopping anytime soon. I mean, this really could, like, if the momentum sticks around and we stay having a good time, we'll be doing this for years. I won't promise that, but it's not out. We have no end date in mind and are very happy if this goes for a long time. You were gone for like half an hour. You have missed nothing except digging. We've just been digging this tunnel. It's getting close. We're about as wide as we need to go after this one. But why aren't your comments showing up to me? I mean, I see a couple comments from you. I don't know which ones you're missing. Are Happy Gas really released? Yeah, I mean, they're out. I think they're out on preview and snapshot. Just this, pretty much? I don't know what you are referring to. Oh, what did I miss? Just this, pretty much. Yeah, I've been digging. Dude, somebody on TikTok, when I said in my video, do you guys really want to watch me just dig a super long tunnel? Probably not, right? So I cut it out, and then somebody commented, was like, I don't think you understand. If you make a stream about this, there will be lots of people watching. What are you people doing? I'm digging a tunnel, and there's 330 of you. There's more people. There is 330 people watching me dig a tunnel. Have you, like, I'm not going to say I don't appreciate it, but are you okay? Do you need something? You need some milk? Because, like, you're watching me dig a tunnel. But at the same time, I'm streaming me make a tunnel, so who's really the crazy one here? That was you, Kayla, yeah. And you're watching it. You did not lie. You know what? You put your money where your mouth is at. And respect. Come on, giving you company as you dig a tunnel so you don't burn out. That's fair. It's relaxing. Working to get a software engineering degree. I would absolutely love to work for Minecraft in the future. That would be wild, dude. Tunnel! Yes, we do. It's the conversation more than the digging of the tunnel. Yeah, dude, I'd just be listening to books if I wasn't doing this. If I wasn't talking with you guys. And it's very fun. Got nothing better to do at midday than see someone dig a tunnel. Technically, I'm only listening to you dig a tunnel. I suspect that's the key. Dig a tunnel. I insult you all for watching me dig this tunnel. Just sitting there watching me dig this tunnel. And more people have joined. Now we're getting close to 350. I'm digging a tunnel, guys. Diggy hole. Turns out if this is all I need to be doing to get views, now I'm mad I put so much effort in, man. Just gotta dig a hole. Perfect background for studying. Dude, I'll take that. All right. Well, we don't have 30 levels. So we'll settle for a lower level enchant. Might slow things down a little bit, but I think we've gotten through the majority of it. Tell you to never settle. Well, I'll tell you today I'm settling. waiting for my next class and working on the game design. Yeah, there's all of our TNT, by the way, guys. Nuts, right? Yeah, I do be negging the viewers a bit. Just a little bit. Your friend isn't the best builder, but he is much funny. Accurate. I'm like, he told me he was like a little nervous about, he's like, dude, I don't know if I can keep up with your building skills. I'm like, that's okay. Like, that's very okay. It'd be a little boring if we were both very good builders. Like, it adds some really nice flavor. Like, there's definitely a bit of like worry about how we compare. I'm like, dude, you don't understand. The more different we are, the more interesting this idea ends up being, right? Because like, we're not only separated by time, we're also separated by personalities and figuring out how that works. So it's just like this is one world with two stories, and it'd be really boring if it was two different characters that are exactly the same, I guess, you know? Like, most things can be played to our advantage. Ha! Dude, imagine having that in your chat. Somebody saying they're doing math homework and they need help. And then there's a teacher in my chat who's offering to help. Somebody's getting free math lessons in my stream chat. How's that even happen? Dude, the internet is a magical place. I have the same with my my BFF IRL. I should sing a tunnel from the Lion King 1.5 song of the Meerkats. I do not remember. I've watched The Lion King many times, but it's been a very long time as well. What did you miss for the last 45 minutes? This. Been digging. Didn't imagine getting roasted by a streamer for watching his stream. Hey, you know, we all make decisions in life. I'm not proud of every decision I've made. I'm sure I've watched dumber streams. Actually, I know I watched a guy on a TikTok live for 5 hours one day trying to do a trick shot where he was throwing a ping pong ball off some like pans, trying to land it in a shot glass. And the real kicker is I watched that for so long, and by the end of the stream he's never landed it, so I just watched him try for like 4 hours and it didn't happen. It's messed up. It's like, oh, maybe I should go and upload some videos. That was probably extremely loud. I probably just peaked my mic with that laugh. When did I start working on the tunnel? Today. Notice how much slower we're going without full efficiency? It's a very good thing we're almost done, because otherwise this would slow us down drastically. Hey, congrats 100K. Thank you so much. I am pumped. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. You ain't wrong. I just got wished nice job on 100K by one of the first people I collaborated with and have not talked with in a couple years now. But it's very funny because we collabed, and for a very, very long time he had way more subs than me. And I was just some dude who never had more than, like, before I came back to YouTube after a very long break, I never got past 700 subs. Been doing this 13 years, and only about 3 of them have I actually had more than 1,000 subscribers. So very long time though I was just making videos. But yeah, it's very nice getting a congratulations from that guy. I'm excited to talk with him. He doesn't really make YouTube videos anymore, but very cool. Why am I digging this tunnel? Because Viking asked me to kill him. So I am making a super long railway cart, and he's gonna ride all the way from under his base, which is where this starts. He's gonna fall down through a trapdoor, ride a minecart all the way through here, And he's going to come out here, and there's going to be a giant 15 by 15 by 15 block of TNT that he's going to run into, and it's going to explode, and it's going to be crazy. I did finish the creeper farm. Yes, creeper farm finished and produced all I needed and significantly more, like close to two double chests of gunpowder more than what I need. So we are more than okay on that. I AFK'd for a whole weekend and it generated tons and tons. Dude, the crater, this is gonna leave, like, probably chop out like that much of the mountain. People keep saying you're gonna have to build something in that crater, and I think that's probably a great idea. Like, there could definitely be something cool built in it. I don't know what, but I'm into it. What about the sand? Already got the sand too. The TNT is made. It's all sitting in a chest in my house. That's what I spent like all last week making, was over 3,000 TNT. Do I know any TikTok brain rot or forget it? I mean, I know, kinda, I know brain rot. Like, I don't always know its meaning, but I know a fair bit of it. When am I releasing part 2 of this? Like, so my third episode. Third episode will be coming out 2-ish weeks. I cannot take that with a grain of salt because it may vary by like a week or so. Build my 100K monument in the crater. Ah, I like that idea, but the problem is, if I want to do it this cycle, then I won't be able to build it there because the crater won't exist until Viking comes and activates the trap. So it's a bit of a predicament, even if that's a great idea. I have such a podcast voice. You know, I am using like the most standard, like, go-to mic for podcasting. So that might be part of it. I might have a bit of a voice that's like got that podcasty quality because of the mic. Also, probably just because I talk that way. There's nothing necessarily wrong with adding on to the monument over time as well. Like, maybe we make like a hall of achievements. I don't know, man. I don't want to be like the most basic YouTuber ever. Like, I really don't care about numbers very much. And I know you can kind of go both ways with that. As, oh, you can be the YouTuber who cares too much about numbers, or you can be like, oh, guys, I don't care about numbers. Look, I do this for a job. Of course I care about numbers a bit. But also, it's a really crappy goal to set out for yourself, because it's like you hit the goal and then next thing you know, you just want another number. Like, there's very few tangible results, particularly from a subscriber count. So it's kind of a weird thing to be obsessed with these days. But I do care about numbers a bit, you know, like, it's super cool. 100,000 subs is like the goal that's stuck with me since I was like 14 years old, and I am uploading my first YouTube videos. And I'm like, wouldn't it be so cool to get a play button? And the idea that 13 years later, I never gave up on it. It's probably the longest I've ever worked on anything in my entire life. And the fact that it's happened, nuts, absolutely nuts. Like, made a dream come true from when I was 14 years old. How many people could say that? Just realized I'm from UHCG. Yep, that's the inspiration for the series. Similar but different. Wanted to recreate a similar vibe while also creating something new and not a cheap knockoff. At nighttime. Icky. Say no to nighttime. One of my favorite YouTubers is Dan TDM. Do you know him? Are you cool too? I know Dan. Of course I know Dan. I've never really watched much of Dan. I don't know how I never really got into Dan when I was younger, because Dan is obviously like super OG. You know who I watched a ton of? There was a decade there where I never missed a single video from Captain Sparkles. These days I don't catch as many as I used to, but I still love the guy. He's an awesome creator. But man, I watched me some Captain Sparkles. Wouldn't it be better to leave the tunnel looking more natural and not so uniform? Maybe, but I'm kind of wanting to do, what I have in mind is, because I don't have repeaters, I want some like stuff to kind of happen as we're going. So I'm thinking he comes down the tunnel, right? And then there's the two different rails, and then every so often he gets stopped and there'll be a sign, and it's like a trivia question, and he'll have like yes or no, and he hits the button wondering, oh, maybe one's going to cause me to explode, so how much of this trivia game can I get through? And he goes through each, and at the end it's a little bit choose your own adventure, because both answers will always put him through, but he'll be like, you know, questioning it the whole time. Oh, if I click this wrong, am I going to get exploded? And how many questions, like kind of get him invested in it, only to slap him down and blow him up with the biggest explosion ever. I have yet to see Dan's New World. I know he was in the Minecraft movie, if I remember correctly. How many days are left? Just under 9. Wait, why am I going up? I still got plenty of digging to do. I should put a sign in. Okay, didn't catch that before you deleted it. Playing the mental game. Yeah, dude. I'm hoping his next episode literally starts with it, because it should happen almost immediately after he wakes up. So like he'll wake up and then he'll immediately go outside to see if things have changed, and then he will immediately fall. So he'll just immediately be thrust into it. Also, I can make powered rails that will turn on and off with the buttons, so I can create pauses without needing repeaters. Even though I know the chest full of TNT is not creative TNT, people who don't know the context probably would. By the way, you post good videos. Thank you. I don't know. I mean, they might, but like, it's almost more interesting to find out, like, yeah, you look at that and it's like, oh yeah, it feels like creative TNT. But it's not. I made all that TNT, man. It took days. Should put a sign in his base that says have fun. Could be. I mean, he's already expecting to die. So like the forbearance, like the foreboding suspense was started the moment he created that task. Like this entire month he's been thinking, oh, I wonder how I'm going to die. And then he's gonna almost like, he probably won't think he's gonna die immediately, right? He'll be like, okay, I get in, and then there'll be like something that directs me towards my death. But no, you're going for it the moment you wake up, man. Dude, you used to watch, hold on, Rylan Rogette. You used to watch my Pokemon Island videos when you were 8 years old. You're almost 20. My guy, it's been a minute. That was over a decade ago. Well, yeah, you said when you were like 8. Yeah, dude. That's wild. I never even finished that game. I made like 3 episodes. That's wild. It's bizarre to me, not only that you were watching that long ago, because there's not a ton of people. Like, we're talking, I had 700 subscribers 3 years ago, so 700 people of all time subscribed to my my channel before the last 3 years, and you not only were one of those people, but you watched the Pokemon series. That's nuts, my man. That is nuts. Some of us could be eating food while enjoying the company. True. Viking is getting breakfast in bed, except instead of breakfast, it's a trivia game with explosions. Yeah, dude. I don't see what's so hard about that to understand. I'm in university, so I'm studying advanced math, stuff like Euclidean algorithm, and doing arithmetic and other classes. You know, I do a lot of what is effectively scripting and coding for my data packs. And there was a time growing up where I thought I was going to grow up to be a coder. But then I got told it takes a ton of math. And so I stopped pursuing it all that seriously. It became very much a hobby that I touched on rare occasion. And now I do it professionally, but without a formal education. And I still don't do very much math, but I have had times where I'm like, I really wish I knew more math because that would make this much easier to do elegantly. So I guess moral of the story for anybody who likes coding listening is if the whole you need to do math thing to be a coder scares you, you don't. There's paths. But also be excited for math because math does have some really cool and useful applications in coding. So it's give and take. You code long enough and you'll want to learn some math, but you also don't need math to, like, you don't need very advanced math to be a coder. Just discovered you recently. What data packs do you work on? I've made a ton of data packs, man. Overhauled the Deep Dark, overhauled the ocean, overhauled archaeology. Did I say the jungle? I did the jungle, the ocean monument. I've done a lot of different data pack projects. Heck, I did the data pack work for this series. Subtraction doesn't exist. Oh yeah, true. Subtraction doesn't really exist. Can I get an example of how? An example of how what? I'm assuming this probably has something to do for math, but I don't get what you're saying. I had to do math for books for enchantment areas in Minecraft, and oh lord, I had to write it down because math hurts me. But that's kind of the cool thing about math with coding is you're not doing math in a way you normally would. It's a little closer to algebra, but it's not as scary as algebra most of the time. I mean, it can be if you're deciding you want to do something crazy, but generally speaking, you're not answering and solving for actual answers. You're creating formulas effectively to achieve different results. Like, without getting this becoming super boring, yeah, you're making formulas. Your show is on, Avery. Dude, the show is on. We're digging. Oh yeah, the Infinite Trial Chamber pack is a huge one I did. Yeah, that one I can't believe I forgot to mention. What coding language do I use? Well, I mean, Minecraft has a scripting language, MC Function. It's just Minecraft commands. And then they've got some built-in tools that let you effectively code with it. So I guess I'd say that's my coding language of choice. However, I have dabbled with BASIC, which is a little bit insane because hasn't really been a relevant coding language in getting close to 30 years now, I think. And I've done C#. Ever so slight dabbling in a couple others, but those are the main ones. I'll probably learn Lua, or at least Luau at some point. Not for Roblox, but for Hytale. If you guys don't know what Hytale is, there's a big trailer that came out like 8 years ago, and the game's a little bit of a meme because it's still not out and the release has not been announced. However, it does seem like, based on updates, they're finally getting not into the home stretch per se, but it's no longer so much of an enigma of how many years as much as like, oh, probably the next 1 to 3. And that game's going to be nuts. Absolutely nuts. Have I ever collabed with or heard of Forge Labs? I've watched a lot of Sean, and I have met him one time. I did one collab with him a while back. I don't think the event it was on ended up having some big issues, so he made a video on it that was out for a little while, but it is no longer up anymore. I don't believe anywhere. But it was a very cool experience meeting Sean. I've watched him for well before I met him, and it was the first time I had met a creator like that huge, and it was nuts. Do you know who is on UHC Generations now? Lagundo still has it. Yeah, he just posted an episode recently. Like last week, I believe. Hey, if it helps, you don't need to go to the Nether for repeaters. Just stone to... You're right. Why was I so convinced in my head you needed Nether quartz for repeaters? I'm thinking comparators, I'm sure, but how did I get that wrong? You don't need Nether quartz at all for that. Huh. That's interesting. Well, that really shifts some things around. Huh. Okay. I'm going to take a little bit of time to process the ramifications of that. I don't know how I got that so messed up. It's not like I've never made a repeater before. It just, yeah, I had it wrong in my head. Thank you for pointing that out. IB sickness playing Minecraft for so long. I'm not following. Bop, 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 bop. What am I making? I'm making a huge tunnel so I can make a giant block of TNT, 15 by 15 by 15, over 3,000 TNT. I can make a huge block that Viking's going to effectively ride a minecart rail into and blow up because he asked me to kill him for a task. Said make it flashy and elaborate, so it's gonna be flashy and elaborate. Do I know... I think Cassio is how you pronounce his name. Yeah, I know of him. I haven't really watched much of him. I've watched a little bit, but not my flavor of streamer, really. Seems like a decent enough guy from everything I know. Never met him. How long do you think Lagundo will last in UHC Generations? I think he's nearing the end of his time, not so much because he couldn't last longer, but I don't think he's... There's this thing with UHCG, right? Where after a while, it's time to give up the world. And every creator comes to this conclusion. There's never any pressure from anyone to end it, but everybody knows that there's a... If you have the world too long, it starts becoming more of a ultra hardcore series than UHCG. Because the point of UHCG is about the world passing. So... You gotta, it's okay if my pick breaks. I'm using cheap ones because we don't have mending yet, so I'm just burning through pickaxes to get this. I've got the diamonds for it. We're good. But you don't want to hold on to the world too long because if you hold on to it, it just becomes hardcore. And the series is about all of us who have made it happen. Those who were before, the person who has it now, the person who will come after that. The series is about just a long-term piece by piece collaboration. So yeah, so I think he'll probably not have it too much longer. I know from talking to him, he's, you know, he's not expecting to have it a super long time from now. I was trying to say I get motion sickness really bad from playing Minecraft, which is annoying because it's such a good game. I'm wondering if you might want to turn down your FOV a bit and your FOV. So if you turn it down, the moving is a little less wobbly. Like it stretches out the corners of your screen less. You could also turn down your mouse sensitivity so the movements are a little less dramatic. Just ideas. I don't have much time watching you. Did you ever have a hardcore world? UHCG was the closest I ever had. I've been really considering starting a true hardcore series. But there's a couple things that have made me not do it just yet. Mainly been too busy getting this series started, and I don't want to start a new series, a new survival series. I don't want to, when I primarily make data pack content, which is my main, I guess, shtick. I don't want to launch 2 survival series in the same month when I'm not putting out data pack content, right? Because then I'm alienating my existing audience a little too much. But also, I really have discovered a love for making survival content. And I think there's a balance to be struck for a multitude of reasons. Like, getting videos out regularly, it's not going to happen unless I'm doing survival content. And I just really enjoy it. Like, I find myself sometimes stuck in a coding grind where I'm like, I just want to actually play this game that I'm working on, you know? So I really, ever since UHCG, I've been like, I'm figuring out survival content, at least a little bit. Like, we're going to be doing that. But other stuff. I have anything. My brain got sidetracked. I got ADHD and then instantly forgot what I was going to say. What were we even talking about? Dang it. Oh yeah, survival. Yes, I want to start a hardcore world. I really do. Because also, I've never actually had a true hardcore world that I've played from start to finish, right? So I've never had a fully fleshed out hardcore experience. I've dabbled in hardcore. I've done some like hardcore events and such, but just never the truest pure hardcore experience. And I'd love to give that a go. There's also, for somebody who's played Minecraft as long as I have and does technical stuff as much as I do, there's a lot of things I've never done. I've never made an iron farm. I've never made a conduit. I've never done just a ton of things. So I'd like to have a series where I can just actually explore a ton of stuff in Minecraft that I've never bothered with or really had the opportunity to do. I'm a chronic early gamer, so I'll get a little bit past beating the Ender Dragon and that's about it. Have I ever played with horror mods? I mean, I've basically made horror data packs. Can I share my mods on CurseForge? I really am not using much. I'm using shaders and flashback, and that's about it. Am I hungry? I'm a little hungry. I had some lunch before streaming. I knew I would regret it if I didn't. I'm here for another pickaxe. Boop, boop, boop. All right, send out the vibes for a good enchant roll here. Something that's gonna help us finish this nice and quickly. My helmet is so low. Dude, it's been so low. It's actually crazy how long it's lasted. I'm definitely gonna have to do a fresh enchant soon and probably get some more diamonds. What are we looking at? Efficiency 2. Ugh. Your vibes weren't good enough, guys. It's your fault. Can't believe this. Unreal. You failed me. What's the conduit used for? Conduit is a multi-block structure, kind of similar vein to the Nether portal where you have to put some blocks in a specific shape to activate it. But it's not a portal. It is a structure you can set up to create an area underwater where you can breathe, you can move faster, see better. Basically, it's a way to make living underwater significantly more comfortable. How much time is left? Less than 9 days. It's probably like 8 days, 20 hours or so, something like that. Yeah, it's kind of like a beacon. Closer to a beacon than another portal, that's fair. What shaders do I use? Complementary reimagined. Boy, how many times I have answered that in the comments. I should probably just say it in a video, man. Gives night vision and water breathing. Does it actually give those potion effects? Or I know there's a conduit power effect. does that effect just basically act like those, or does it give something else in addition? Because I don't know. Like I said, I've never made one. I know roughly how to make one, but have I ever wanted to join Hermitcraft? I'm scared of joining Hermitcraft. I've never been anywhere near the opportunity to join Hermitcraft. But if I was offered, I don't think I could say no because I adore Hermitcraft. I think it's probably the best Minecraft content on the platform. It's at least very close to it. But I am scared of Hermitcraft because the level of grind Hermitcraft takes is crazy, right? Like those guys work hard. But the opportunity to be on Hermitcraft is just something I don't think I could pass up if they offered it to me. So what I'd be doing is working hard. Oh yeah, let's stop with the spam. I don't care about you calling me a noob, doesn't bother me, but I do care about you spamming the chat. So keep that up, you'll be muted. What build am I doing? I'm digging a huge tunnel. It's gonna be a minecart trail. It starts under Viking's house, and he'll fall into here, ride a minecart rail. He's given me a task to kill him in a fancy way, right? So he'll ride this minecart rail all the way to the end, where there will be waiting for him a 15 by 15 by 15 block of TNT that he will run right into. Whole thing is gonna go up, and if he somehow survives, and then he deserves it. Like, maybe I don't deserve the points or to complete the task, because like that's a life he earned living through, you know? Etho has been my favorite YouTuber since he started. Admittedly, I got into Etho really late. I'm talking like, well, I got into Hermitcraft really late. I only really started watching Hermitcraft early last year. Yeah, early last year. I've watched Mumbo and I've watched Grian for a good while, but never Hermitcraft. But I've been obsessed with it over the last year or so. Me and my wife love watching it together. Often watch it through dinner time and such. But it's fantastic. It is, I think, kind of classical style Minecraft videos at its finest, and then modernized to work in today's landscape. I think it'd be really hard for somebody to start a channel today making Hermitcraft style videos and do as well as they've done, just because it is something that is in a lot of ways made possible by them having a long-term existing viewership. But I'm very glad it does exist, because it's some of the best Minecraft content has to offer. He asked for the death penalty. I don't think he's gonna fight it. Exactly. What do you think of the life series? I love the life series. I was watching the life series well before Hermitcraft. It's good stuff, man. I've been watching Mumbo for many, many years. Even though I'm kind of garbage at Redstone. I'm not terrible at it. I'm just I learned Redstone in like Minecraft beta, and then I kind of stopped learning it for the most part. So very old and outdated knowledge on Redstone. I mean, I know a lot of the newer things, but actually having the wherewithal to apply it when I'm building something is a kind of different experience. Could be cool seeing you try hardcore pro Minecrafty stuff. Like, that's the thing. I am a good Minecraft player just out of pure experience. I've put thousands of hours into this game, but I'm also I'm one of those people who has very much gotten a formula in his head about how Minecraft is played. So I don't branch out as much from like my core skills. So there's things for somebody who's played Minecraft as much as I have, I am both good and bad, and it's very funny because it's a very dynamic game. So some things I've done enough to be an old pro at, and then some things it's weird that I haven't touched, and I'm terrible at them for somebody who's played the game as long as I have. Am I posting this live when I'm done? It will automatically upload itself. So yeah, I'm not going to delete it. It'll be in my live tab. Watch the whole thing start to finish. I mean, I guess he could, like, yeah, I could set up a ladder if I wanted to. Oh yeah, the ladder will be removed. The ladder is just so I have access. Yeah, the ladder's just there for now. Think it's harder to learn how to build or to PvP? Definitely PvP. Building is a matter of picking up little skills here or there. And you really just got to remember to apply them. Like, you can go from a bad builder to a solid builder within a couple hours. But if you really want to, like, become a competent PvP player, you've got to put a good many hours in. Like, I'd say your skill hits a ceiling sooner with PvP than it does with building. Actually, yeah. I do need to think about how is Viking going to access the bottom of this again so he can easily get his stuff back after dying. So that's something to think about, but I don't think that's going to be crazy. I can just make another hidden ladder or hidden staircase or something. Like, it doesn't have to be fancy. Again, it doesn't really matter how hard or clean the exit is from the surface because he won't ever really get a chance to see it. He'll basically open the door, and before even having a chance to really look at the world, he should be falling. Have I seen Mog Swamp's Flat Survival World? I know of it, never really watched it. Mog Swamp's a cool dude. I'm about to get attacked. Don't you think Viking is kind of a weirdo? I mean, who would ask for a deadly trap? You know, that's kind of a weird thing. It is kind of weird. Usually people try to avoid it, but I can't say it's not making for good content. So maybe he's actually a genius. That was one of the things about UHCG that was like, that's what makes this great. Nothing's scripted, but we had such good concept for it that we can make a really organic story. And that's kind of the same thing I want to happen here. Like, we're not scripting things out. We do have some things that we're like, hey, long term, this is probably what's going to happen. Particularly since we do have a little bit of a lore storyline that we plan to do at some point. But for the most part, the ideas and things we set up for interactions, it's all going to be organic storytelling. Hopefully that will be fresh and unique. Like, we don't script things around here. I'm hoping the cats and dog don't die when he flies into the TNT. He shouldn't. That would be unfortunate, but there's not much I can do about that. Hopefully he won't unsit them because they're all just sitting at his house right now. Let's not look at that dude. I think we can leave this gap. Should be fine. I might throw some torches up around here so nothing ends up on the rail. I mean, it still could happen, but hopefully that'll reduce odds. How long do you reckon the civilization video style will stay? I'm not sure what you mean. I mean, I know of those types of videos, but I'm not sure in what context. Like, is it about this series? Are you just saying in general how long that style will be around? Only scripting thing here is Neon making data packs. Hey, that's the truth. Sign with, leave your stuff, and says, and your pets. Guys, I gotta make a bathroom break. I apologize. Be right back. And how much am I going to regret not logging out? We'll just screw it. This I'll leave it looking this way, so if I die, you can watch it coming and be sad that I'm not here. I'm not dead. Hallelujah. I'm not dead. Okay, it's one thing for you guys to all just watch me dig a tunnel, but now you're just watching me not be at the camera, stare at a tunnel. Like, man, guys. You ever think about what you're doing with your lives? I'm not judging. And I'm happy to take advantage of that, but man. Oh. I'm so funny, aren't I? I'm trolling my audience who's giving their beautiful time of day to watch something I've worked very hard on. Aren't you all lovely? Aren't I the worst? Nah. Hey, I'm painting as we speak. Okay, look, you can do what you want. Anime fans here. I'm an anime fan. I'm not like a crazy anime fan, you know? I'm not obsessed with it, and I don't watch a lot of the super obscure stuff, but I've watched a good few anime. You know, as problematic as anime can be. At least you usually know what to expect, and in that regard, it makes it very enjoyable. We're not going to sit here and talk about anime for a long time, because there's nothing non-anime people hate more than talking about anime for a long time. Pro tip. If somebody's not into anime, you're not going to get them into anime by rambling about anime. I don't watch One Piece. I've watched a little bit of One Piece. Never got into it. Well, it's not that I'm not into it. My wife just refuses. Like, we're not going to watch a 900 episode anime. And yeah, I can't blame her. I can't blame her. Because it's crazy to watch something that long. Like, we watched most of Fairy Tail, and then the last season hadn't came out, and they were like, well, in order to watch the last season, we got to rewatch the whole show, and are we really going to do that? No, we're not going to watch all 850 episodes. But my favorite animes right now, Dungeon Meshi, Dr. Stone rocks, Apothecary Diaries is awesome. Lots of anime younger kids shouldn't be watching. So don't take, if you're 14, 15, younger than that, definitely don't check out maybe any of those animes. You could probably get away with Dr. Stone, maybe Delicious in Dungeon. Don't be watching what was the other one I said? Apothecary Diaries. Yeah, there's some themes in there. Ain't for kids. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, guys. Good shows. Dungeon Meshi, Damien Haas. That's why I watched it to begin with. Gotta love me some Smosh Damien. I love Smosh so much. Been watching them for ages. Okay, we've got most of this dug out, I'd say. Oh, I kind of feel like I have to replace this. It's gonna bother me if I don't. Imagine just like a dungeon just shows up. Wouldn't that be something? Her Dungeon Meshi and rest is now a blur. Dude, Dungeon Meshi rocks. It's really good. I can't wait for the next season. Invisible? You're misspelling that, but I'm not sure what your point is, Tani. That's a solid tunnel. Hey, isn't that one heck of a tunnel, guys? Guys, in my professional opinion, this is the tunnel. All right. Well, I think what we can do now, I think what makes sense is before we really do any big modifications to the tunnel, I don't know how much we're going to clean it up and such. Probably a bit, at least. But I think for now that we've got just a basic tunnel in place, we should actually start building out the path and everything, the rails. And then once we've got all that established, we can clean up. We know what shape we need, so we can clean up around it some more. Holy cow, there's a lot of coal, and coal is kind of a constant need, so I kind of just need to grab the coal. Dude's a certified mole. What's crazy is this isn't even the longest tunnel I dug this month. Like the one I dug for, you know, I need to show you guys how long that tunnel is. When we go back in a sec, I'm going to show you how long and insane that tunnel is. And it's going to be boring because I'm going to be running down a tunnel. But doggone it, guys, I spent like maybe 2 days digging and making that tunnel. So if I have to spend that long making it, then you have to spend like 3 or 4 minutes walking through it once. Did I like being in some of Leon's vids? Dude, I love Leon. I love being in his vids, and I love the dude. I mean, the dude rocks. One of my good friends. It's amazing. All the UHCG people, like, none of us really knew each other very well beforehand. I knew Legs, but I hadn't talked to him in a couple years. Like, that's one of the coolest parts about UHCG for the people who's been in it, is you end up with a very common experience with a bunch of people you've barely ever talked to, and then you end up friends with them. Like, that's just neat. I don't think any of them really knew each other very well before UHCG, and now we're all buds. All right, guys, let me show you this tunnel. I'm a little excited for Viking to explore this too, right? Because he has no idea about the XP farm. And I'm not labeling this door because I want to pique his curiosity. I want him to hop in and be like, wait, what's this tunnel? Oh, did Josh make a mine? Wait, why did Josh make it so fancy? Why do you go through all this effort? So then he's going to go down here and be like, oh, you know, it goes into that cave, the cave that we've both been exploring. But wait, why does it keep going? Where's this thing going to go? Why is it so pretty? Like, why so much effort for just a mine shaft? And then he'll walk all the way to the end and find it. Fun fact, building this bridge, we're right on the edge of that. As long as you stay in here, you won't set that off. But if you walk on this edge, you'll set that off. And I got, I think, 1 strike away from a warden just building it. Here's a bit of useless information in French. Wand means baguette. No kidding. I want to know if that's true. I'm gonna need a fact check on that because that's hilarious. Will you put a sign that says totally non-suspicious tunnel? Actually, not a bad idea. Will you and Viking make the map file for this series available by download viewers periodically? I don't know about periodically, but I would very much at least like to have a map download at the end of the series. Yeah, you see how insanely long this is? I actually, at some point, should build a rail in here as well. But I figured with the amount of iron the one tunnel was going to take, I wasn't going to invest in other rails just yet. But here it is. It's about 500 blocks long, maybe a little longer. Long tunnel. W tunnel, thank you. And also Viking would say what a builder you are. I mean, it's so funny because I would not consider myself a fantastic builder, but because I do so many structure data packs where I'm like adding structures to Minecraft, I end up doing a ton of building and getting a lot of practice. So I never thought of myself as like a good builder, but I guess at this point, yeah, I've done enough that I've probably have become a pretty refined builder. You should get Viking to make a longer tunnel. Oh, there's way too many joke names you could have about for the name of that task. All right, enough fun. Let's play some rails. All right, guys, the fun part of the stream is over. We don't do fun around here anymore. Motivating me to start a new realm with my wife and 6-year-old. Dude, do it. The creativity Minecraft promotes for kids. It's really, I mean, it's a beautiful platform for that because it's so much more than a game. It really is. Do I need any more stone? I could put a little bit more in here. But I don't think I'm gonna ruin my inventory with any more. Keep the andesite. Yeah. Don't really need the dirt. I guess we could keep it. You never know when you're going to do another terraforming project and it'll be convenient to already have it. Okay. Rails. So we should have very close to an... Oh, you know what we need is wood. We're going to need a lot more wood. All right. Well, we should have the bone mill for it. Let's... what's going to be... Let's do some jungle. Jungle will probably be the fastest, and I kind of do need more. Oh, it's nighttime, though. This sucks. Wish more people had my view on Minecraft. Dude, right? I mean, thank you. Like, it's a beautiful game. Okay. There's some rails. I guess while we wait for daytime to make more rails, we can just go ahead and get some down. That's what I'm getting. I think I already have some rails somewhere. There we go. Got 2 stacks. That should be enough to get started. Making the new tunnel fancy and decorative. I'm not sure how decorative. Parts of it comes down to time. But I'm hoping to get at least a little decorative with it. I don't know. Can't sleep at all to skip nights. Correct. If we, I mean, we're allowed to sleep, but if we sleep, hourglass flips early. So if I go to sleep right now, it's Viking's turn immediately. So I don't sleep, so I can finish what I'm doing. Okay. So what I'm thinking, right? He literally falls down here. And then he's immediately presented with a sign like, ride the minecart, put your stuff away, ride the minecart. And then he gets down just a little bit. And then a detector rail will trigger the TNT minecart to join alongside him. So we start like, okay, where's the gap? So we need to start probably right about here. We'll just, I mean, we can redo this as we go. I guess the main thing right now would mostly just be making sure we have enough rail to get it all built out, and then we can kind of modify it as we go to make it work. I'm hoping to find success doing YouTube like you. It would be so cool. I'm only 40 watch hours away from monetization. Let's go, Gittle dude. I struggled with your name there, dude. It's a lot of work. It's all comes down really to dedication, and I would say the one piece of advice above all else that I want to give people who are just starting is, if you are truly looking to grow, then you have to stop. Oh, I'm messing this up. You need to stop trying to get people to come to you. Instead, you need to go to the people. So instead of just making videos and hoping people will watch them, find out what people are watching, study other channels, figure out what people are watching and why. What about people about other people's videos is getting them to stick around. And then once you figure out what people are watching, figure out how those videos are designed that are keeping people engaged, right? Because I spent 10 years making that mistake. And then I finally started going, what if I just figure out what people are watching? Started doing a lot of research. And that's when things started happening for me. I'd love to continue watching, but I have to go. Great time. Also, you could use an activator rail to blow up the TNT. I could, but I don't know. We'll see. I might. Anyway, thanks for being here. Have a good one. Careful with the new minecart mechanics. That we do not have the experimental toggle on, so we do not have those mechanics. Cool haircut, by the way. Thank you. Thank you. Indoor tree farm be good idea. Yeah, I mean, it would be. It's just a matter of having time to do it. Oh. Pro tip for streaming, stay hydrated. Dude, yeah, this was about this full when I started drinking, or when I started the stream. I have not drank very much. Thank you for saying that, because I had a bad dehydration headache yesterday. And I'm still trying to make sure I'm hydrated enough. The sleeping characters are display entities, which unfortunately don't have a lot of the same properties as normal entities. In fact, I don't know if I can find it fast enough. Give me 1 sec. I have a very funny screenshot to show. So the sleeping characters spawn in, they spawn in the same spot and direction as where you log off. So all Viking sleeping character is just where he logged off. And that's really all there is to it. But they don't have any like gravity or anything, so that leads to some very funny things like this. Viking logging off midair, and now he just floats and stays there. So there's some funny things to abuse. I think Viking's gonna make a joke about that in his next video, so sorry Viking, I just stole your bit. But yes, it's very funny. Oh, all the hearts coming in. I love that. Or maybe it's like 1 or 2 people spamming emotes. But you know what? It's nice to see, so I don't mind it. Hi, just saw your TikTok you posted and came straight over. Let's go. Welcome aboard. We're digging this huge tunnel. It's right under Viking's house. So he'll walk out when he wakes up, immediately fall down here, and then he will ride a minecart all the way out to the other side. And then he will eventually be met with a giant 15 by 15 by 15 block of TNT that is going to explode and kill him. That's the highlights of it. There's some more details to it, but it's gonna be a wild ride. Okay, we got daytime. Hopefully I didn't dig for do that for too long, because I need to get some more wood before nighttime. It does kind of look like it might already be heading towards night, or is it? Oh no, it's extremely early. Okay, perfect. Love your channel. Thank you, Holly. I really appreciate it. What the gagas? Okay, I'm not sure I can say that on YouTube. I probably can, but just to be safe, I'm not. We're making big mine. That's about all there is to say about it. We're making big tunnel to have big boom for Viking. Can't wait for his video, dude. I can't either. Unfortunately, his video reacting to what we're doing now is probably about a month out. The world gen is natural. Yes, we just got picky with the seed. The seed is not public just yet because we are trying to keep it private so people don't spoil details about the world to us, basically. Like, communication is such an important part of this that we want to just keep it as isolated and organic as possible. So, but yes, it's very cool, and you can find valleys like this with a little bit of flying around and effort. Like, you don't have to try that many seeds. I bet you with something like Seed Viewer and a little bit of patience, you'd probably find something very similar to this within an hour of trying. Loving Viking's cat meow every time you exit the tunnel. Right. Yeah, this world is very good. Fun fact, we actually started Everwake. I started the first month of Everwake and got about 3 days in before I went, okay, I know about this section of world from scoping part of the seed. Let's relocate there and start the series. And that worked out better because I did a little seed scoping, but I didn't want to scope out too much, and I knew even less about this area than where previous, like, organic world spawn is. So it works out because now I don't have to feel like a dirty cheater who knows a bunch of secrets because I wanted to choose a good seed. That's gonna be enough for now. It'd be nice if I could get some more saplings. Maybe we give it 1 sec. Let's just make rails while we wait. Make it bit by bit. Even though most of this iron should go, I don't really want to use more iron than I need to. So we're just gonna kind of piecemeal get wood, essentially. Or piecemeal rail crafting. That's a lot of rails. And a couple more saplings. If I could get like 2 more, that'd be really nice. Probably should be editing, dude. I feel you. I feel you hard on that. Even though I like editing, it's just editing takes a long time. So by the time, even if you love editing, by the time you're done editing, you hate editing. You have to put water down so Viking doesn't die. Yes, I will definitely be putting water down there. Although slime blocks would be a little funny. Come on, give me 1 more sapling. Wait, do I need 1 more or 2 more? I need 2 more, dang it. There's 1 down there. Oh, and there's 1 right there. Perfect. Because we're in kind of an isolated spot, I'm doing my best to make sure, particularly with tree types, I'm always keeping a high stock of saplings, because otherwise it's really annoying to try to get more resources. I saw this thing, once we get updated to like what the versions of the snapshots are right now, I saw somebody on Reddit made a ski lift using I think like a pig or something in a minecart rail. With a boat hanging from a lead underneath it. And I think it would be perfect to make easy access in and out of the mountains here. To build a ski lift, like tell me that wouldn't be sick. So, yeah, I definitely want to do that. It probably won't be for a while because even once that update comes out, then I've got to wait for mods and update the mod for visuals of this. So, like we're still on 1.21.4. We're hoping to update to 1.21.5 when it switches for Viking this next time. But there's still a few things we got to do before that's possible. But yes, I want to build a ski lift. I don't know how long it'll be till I can do that, and hopefully I'll remember by that point. Remind me in like 3 months. And if I forget, it's your fault now. Haha. Yeah, one nice thing about how slow we're taking this world is it should be a good little bit before we have elytras. Which means we gotta actually get creative with a lot of things. And by going slow, there's so many new opportunities. I got to sleep early for my test, which I didn't study for, by the way, so wish me luck. Good luck, yo-yo. Playing with fire on that, sir. We're being blamed. What? Me? Blame my viewers? Why would I do that? That'd be so mean. You're acting crazy right now. Can't believe you're gaslighting me. We're getting close. We need 2 rails. Like 2 rail lines. Hi, I was watching the video of your other stream while studying for my exam tomorrow. Dude, good luck. Had somebody else talking about a test today. Blaming viewers is my favorite pastime, right? Like, look at you guys, 350 of you. All you're doing is just watching me dig a tunnel. I don't know how many times I have to say it before you realize you should be touching grass. See all that grass you'd be touching? Hey, look at all this. There's grass everywhere. Why aren't you touching it? Actually, he might be done building the tunnel. I mean, it might need some more cleanup, but the tunnel, the basic idea is done. We're more just laying out the actual events to take place in the tunnel so we can figure out what the actual shape will be. Loyal Lemon. I'm loving this series. I'm loving this series too. Thank you so much. Actually, I am walking home right now. Are you touching grass or are you walking on the street? Because otherwise, that doesn't solve anything. Love your stream from Albania, dude. Thank you so much for watching. That's wild. What's the plan for the tunnel afterwards? Don't have any. Hopefully something will happen with it. Particularly since this is in Viking's base. It's a little rude that I dug a huge tunnel underneath his base. Dude. Kaneki, I feel you, bro. I'm not talking about that on stream. But that's funny. That's funny, man. I'm listening while playing too. Love your stream from Latvia. Dude, that's embarrassing. I can't remember how to pronounce that country. Latvia? Latvia. Oh, let's play Josh doesn't know geography at all. Middle mouse. Yeah, you're probably right. I know about the middle mouse. I got a little flack for that in the on the last stream. I just only really... I didn't realize you could do it in survival until recently. I thought it was only a creative mode thing. So I'm still trying to build some muscle memory. It is not Latina, but I get what you're saying. I don't remember where that country is. It a European country or is it? I think it's a European country. What is my opinion of England? Yeah, I've seen better. Yeah, let's. Hey, you remember how just 5 minutes ago we were talking about how awesome and interestingly diverse this stream audience is? Now let me go on a American tirade where I make fun of other countries. Yeah, that'll be a great thing to be part of. Let's do that. But I think it's pretty safe to say England do be England. Back to work for you, dude. Thanks for being in. That's awesome. Okay, it's Latvia. Yeah, thanks. That doesn't help me too much with the pronunciation, but I appreciate the effort. Want to know some words? Fun words, definitely. As long as they're actually fun words. Trying to get bees, lol, dude. I feel ya. Do not try mine, bro. Hello, what's going on? Digging big tunnel. Viking gave me a task to kill him in a very fun and dramatic way. So dig a big tunnel that he will fall into as soon as he walks out the front door of his house. This is like right under his front door. He will ride big minecart all the way to the end with a TNT minecart chasing him the whole time. Only for it to end with him getting exploded by a giant 15 by 15 by 15 block of TNT. You can't even offend people in England because you say, y'all are depressed alcoholics, and we'll be like, want a pint? I feel that. Oh, dude, the U.S. is a country that exists. It'll be fine if you say bad things. You could also say good things about other countries. What do you mean? I'm American. I don't know anything about other countries. What a lovely use of our time. All right, let's get some redstone rails going. Should make a failsafe. I don't know what you mean by a failsafe. I mean, I know what a failsafe is, but I'm not sure in what context we need a failsafe here. Fair amount of work. We've done most of this today. The real hard part has been gathering the materials. Yes, we are going to get redstone rails right now. Yep, there was that cat meow. Now you got me noticing it. Definitely teach me some good things. I'd love to know your favorite and easily digestible on stream chat fact about whatever country you're from. Can I get a ban by saying bad words? YouTube may automatically filter if you say bad things on YouTube. Don't try it, please. This is not something we're encouraging. Powered rail also requires gold. I should have enough gold. I think I was gonna say try about 50 in every 10 blocks. I should have enough gold. So, powered rail. Let's just make 60. Roll with that. See how far that can get us. Keep the materials so we can make a few extra. Because I don't want to be, man, I don't want to be like carefully counting out 10 blocks for 500 blocks long. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. Good evening from Germany. Good evening. You drop a glass in the UK pub, everyone will say, "Way!" You know, it's funny. Now, don't get me wrong. My wife is American Italian and not even like first generation or anything, but she knows a few things about Italian culture. And one of her favorite ones is like if you break a dish or something in Italy, everybody yells, "Oppa!" And so we definitely have that as a thing here that we do in our household is something gets broken, we all yell, "Oppa!" Last fun fact about us, we are awesome. Let's see. Mostly we hate the French. You should probably open with what country you are from, because otherwise I don't even know what you're saying. Just a fact. Should make it a haunted tunnel leading to a trial chamber. Well, it'd be nice if I knew where a trial chamber was. Hi, love your vids. Watching from Lithuania. Dude, let's go. That's awesome. My country has the highest divorce rate. What country is that? Yo, chill. You know this one. That sounds familiar. It sounds like something I would say. Chewing gum in Singapore is not illegal. It's the mass import of chewing gum for sales that is illegal. Huh. I didn't know Singapore had any opinions on chewing gum. Fun fact about Argentina, we invented the ballpoint pen and the coronary bypass. Also recently deceased Pope Francis was from Argentina. I didn't realize that. Well, I build decorated lamps. I don't know. Was more so meaning one you build yourself. I'm having trouble keeping up, man. It's moving a little fast and my brain's trying to keep up on both. When am I posting the next video? 2-ish weeks, in theory. South Africa, we have 13 official languages. That's wild. What do we think? Is this too common? Let's get a minecart and actually test it so I can get an idea. Because it's going to be worth testing it. You play any other games? Do not get me wrong. I love Minecraft. Rocket League. I don't make content on anything but Minecraft. I would love to know a saying from England. If I were to go to America and tour it as cheap as chips for a year, got any tips? Man, that's hard because it really depends on what you're trying to do. Travel alone, because the US is huge, you're gonna have a really tough time unless you're doing hitchhiking, which is dangerous. But buses, trains, those are some of the cheapest you can do. Food, you can buy cheap food really. It's like, what I would say would probably be the best way to do things would be to rent a car you can sleep in. Maybe not rent, straight up. You'd want to buy a car. Like, you'd want to invest and do some long-term planning for a year. You'd want to probably get a car going where you can sleep in it. Like van life. Van life is probably genuinely, if you do it the real way, that is the cheapest, most free way of doing things. Like, not free as in cheap, but like gives you the most options, bang for your buck. But it's not for everybody. Watching from the Maldives. Good evening. I'm from Croatia and we invented the tie and parachute. How about that, dude? Invented the parachute. That's a pretty good accomplishment right there. In Denmark, it is a tradition to throw cinnamon all over a person if they're still single at 25. Bro, that's rough. Nothing getting their eyes, does it? South Africa, oh yeah. You play, yeah. Let's see, did I miss the saying? In Portugal, you can't buy services from street women no matter what they say without ban. You can be a street woman, same with drugs, but you can't sell. You can't sell, but you can consume. Huh. That's odd. I'd love to know why. Do you think I can be a good YouTuber without showing my face? Absolutely. There's plenty of faceless YouTubers out there. Yeah. I was building a minecart, and I did not need to go all the way up top for that, because I had a crafting table on me, but we're here now, so... Derp. How much redstone do I have? Okay, I've got plenty. I can make torches out of all these. It's probably not going to be enough either. I'm going to go ahead and grab the redstone I have. Should build a monument that will act as a trial chamber guarded by various challenges. Man, I don't have time for all that. I got less than 9 days. Hi from Mexico. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. I'm from the Netherlands. Good evening. Welcome. People from everywhere. How much time do I have left? Less than 9 days. Real life days. Hi from Poland. Welcome aboard. My Discord mod is from Poland. Good old Kirix. He's helped with a few videos. Dude rocks. We'll just make a quick button. Or honestly, it'd be cheaper if I just do a lever. Hello. Can I click that right? Thank you. There we go. Actually, we can bang for our buck this if we put them on the inside and then we make them parallel. Okay, that should be enough to test, make sure we're cruising. 2 new fun facts from Argentina. We have the highest consumption of red meat in the world, and during the year 2001, we had 5 different presidents over a 10-day period. Oh, God. That sounds chaotic. I'm referring to the use of the tunnel after its use. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, no clue, dude. What's up from Idaho? Dude, what's up? Hi from Canada. We invented pineapple pizza. I love pineapple pizza. Thank you, Canada. Oh, it seems to be plenty, honestly. Holy cow, I'm just going. Wait, I'm just going. There hasn't been a rail in ages. I mean, I got up to speed first. Oh, wow, I am using way too many powered rails. Good grief! I had no idea. I'm just not stopping either. Okay, I think we've made the point, to be honest. We need like a couple rails just to keep up momentum. That's it. Like not an insignificant run back. Okay, so we got to start setting up things, and I don't have my questions yet. I'm up for suggestions, but basically what we're gonna do, we're gonna set up like some trivia checkpoints. So I don't have repeaters, although I was wrong. I can make repeaters, but I thought I didn't have repeaters. And then that led me to coming up with the idea of stopping for periodic little interest breaks by having him stop on a powered rail and then have be presented with a trivia question. And of course, the TNT minecart will be on the rail next to him. So he'll be thinking, ooh, if I hit the wrong choice here, that minecart's gonna blow me up. But in fact, both options will always lead to him going through. It's just going to be more like choose your own adventure. You get like a funny response based on which one you chose. I don't know how many questions I want to do. I'm starting to get a little bit slow. We've been live for about 3 hours now, and my brain's slowing down a little bit. So I might have to call it before we get too much further. I don't think it is the momentum update, though. Let's see if we can do a jump. If we can do any sort of real jump, then yeah. I don't think we have it, though. No, definitely not. Hi from Germany. We have a word for almost everything. I can believe that. Like, one language has to do that. Questions could be saved for Vikings video too. True. True. That is very true. We're saying fun facts about our countries. Can Neon share a fun US fact? Ooh. Ooh, let me think. Let me think. Trying to think of facts that are specific to the US that are fun. I don't remember which state it is, but I know that there is a state where it is illegal to have an ice cream cone in your back pocket. I don't know why. There's certainly way more fun facts, but that's a fun one. But yeah, that is very much true. I remember fact checking it. I don't know if it's still illegal, but it was at one point. There's also, I believe, an Alaskan city that has a cat as a president or as a governor, and it's been that way for decades. So there's some fun facts for you. You have to go edit now. Wish me luck. I am wishing you luck. Hi from Germany. We have a word for oh yeah. Oh, luck has been wished. That's in Oklahoma. Yeah, it's a very specific rule. Loving this series so far. I actually found you for the first time through it. Dude, that's awesome. Welcome aboard. Thank you for being here. No, I can't name the capitals of all states. I couldn't do that if my brain wasn't slowing down. And on that note, I'm not really going to make much more progress trying to re-chat with a fried brain and figure out exactly how I'm doing this. So the thing I really wanted to do on stream was dig the tunnel anyway. You'll see the rest in the video in 2 to 3 weeks. Viking gets the world back roundabout next Wednesday, depending on if I finish early or if there's a little break for me to update the thing between my time and actually ending and him getting it. But roundabout next Wednesday, it'll be Viking's turn again. Thank you all for being here. Awesome stream. This was super fun. Again, probably my last stream till my next cycle of Everwake, but based on how awesome this stream and last has been, I think there's a very good chance I will be doing weekly streams in the month of June. So look forward to that, and knowing Viking, he'll probably do some streams of this as well. So thank you again, and I will see you guys